Hello, my beloved what nuts, Humpty Dump nuts, and please don't be a sweep nuts. It is our Game 4 live stream. I'm your pal, Pete Blackburn. We're back again. DJ Bean Boots on the ground in Edmonton. Hey, buddy.
Hi, I love Please Don't Be a Sweep Nuts. That's very correct. Please don't be a sweep. Please.
That's not even like an oil man plead. That's a hockey fan plead. I'm not ready for the season to be over. And I feel like it would be a grave injustice if the season ends with us not in the same place, not in the studio, watching the game together. It would be a real rip of my heart.
I agree. I think that obviously, so I am saying it for all man purposes, but I truly am equally saying, like, us not being in the same place for it happening, you and me, you, me, and Sean, like, we've done this whole friggin' thing together. This trip was booked and made with the assumption that we would do part of the Cup final apart. Not that we would do the Cup final and the Cup being awarded apart. And I'll say, like, it sounds like I'm doing lip service. Like, these fans deserve so much better. This is the scene that has been Edmonton for the Cup final, even with them down in the series, has been as advertised. Like, the whole city is put on for this. The fans are unbelievable. Like, we all deserve better.
Yeah, I just saw a few writers, Greg Wyshynski among them, tweet like, yo, shout out to the Edmonton fans because this is a fucking scene and not just like the normal scene for a Stanley Cup final. He was talking about how like basically everybody either has a jersey or they have like some homemade high effort cosplay type Edmonton Oilers thing that they crafted to go to the game. So like the effort and energy level that goes into being an Oilers fan is pretty dedicated.
It's amazing. And I texted you guys. I was watching Shania Twain with Emily Benjamin from NHL.com. And I noticed, I was like, man, like none of these jerseys have the Stanley Cup final patch on them because why would they? All of these people already have 400 Oilers jerseys and a lot of them are Reebok. A lot of them just go like really far back. But as she noted, she was like, that's not what I'm seeing. I'm seeing that people are making costumes. There's a lot of custom McJesus jerseys, McMagic, a lot of hard hats going on. A lot of people dressed as various things. Wyshynski compared it to Comic-Con. It's unlike anything I've seen. They deserve so much better, and it makes me feel like an asshole. So because I'm wearing one of these, I'll just show the back, not the front. Because I'm wearing one of these, I feel that I kind of owe it to the league to be a little more dressed incognito and reserved, and like a kind of background character. But I feel like an asshole for not being dressed as Daniel Plainview because that would have hit perfectly. It would have fit in so much better than if I were wearing, I'll be honest, the Cup Finals Stu Skinner jersey, which is still on the table, by the way.
Well, I mean, if you were dressed as an oil man like Daniel Plainview, you would be able to get away with being like impartial because you'd just be in like a suit and you'd have like an orange oil man hat. And you would just be dressed like a professional and a man who is going to ruin your life by stealing all the fruits out of your land.
I'll tell you what, could we like A and B, Sean, if we could A and B how DJ Bean normally looks with how our friend Avery normally looks. He does like he always has like a blazer and a nice hat and is very like, just keeps himself very clean. Daniel Plainview does that. So if I'm doing that, they're like, hey, what are you, in a costume? I could be like, no, my friend Avery dresses like this. Do you have a problem with it?
Where are you posted up right now?
In Edmonton.
Where are you posted up right now?
All right. Same place I was posted up for the first period of game 3. I don't like that behavior on my part.
Mm-hmm. It's not good behavior. Although they were okay
I'm in
after they were okay after period 1. Don't be where you were for period 2.
I was. I mean, I don't even know if I'm allowed to say where I was for period 2 and 3. I found out what it was after, and I was like, "Wow, we were there," but it was a very nice place. That's all I can say. And there was also a rumor. There's a bad rumor.
Oh yeah, yeah. Go ahead and share that one.
There's a rumor somebody saw me leading a Panthers chant. No shot. The people I was with would not have taken kindly to such behavior, and I would never. Who chants? I don't chant anything.
I mean, you certainly don't chant "Let's go Panthers" when they're playing the Edmonton Oilers. You traveled to Edmonton to be an oil man
T-shirt, by the way.
What's up?
In an oil man T-shirt.
Yeah, that would be crazy behavior to travel to Edmonton as an oil man to go only chant "Let's go Panthers." Oh, lights out.
It's not my kind of behavior. Lights out. Are they coming out? They might be. I got to say, Shania Twain was magnificent. She's still so unbelievably hot. I was like respectfully just saying, wow, what a hot person.
Bonks in the
still
chat.
The one, as they say.
Feel free to dip out whenever you want. I don't want to take you away from this this pregame ceremony or whatever, but great to see you. If you don't plan on hanging around.
I mean, I'm going to tap back in, and that I don't like to leave the boys short-handed. But I know that you have reserves. Ryan Lambert was an absolute stud.
Lambert was great.
He would be, and he was so good. Also, the clip of the Ryan McLeod goal was like an all-time stream moment, just because of the difference in time. And there was almost a second of disbelief where you were like, he might just be yelling anyway. It was a great time.
I mean, you were legitimately 35 seconds ahead of us, and we weren't mad about it because it was so funny. It was great for content. So I did like the power play, the live look-ins on the power play. That was great. So maybe do that again tonight.
Yeah, maybe I'll do that again. I can do that again tonight. We'll see. I might end up. I might end up just going to the press box for this one. I really don't want to.
Gross.
Yeah, but it's I just don't want to be. So, like, right now, I'm solo. And I was talking to our friend 716 about this. These trips are a little weird. Obviously, you have a lot of friends here. But it is weird when, like, you're not automatically tethered to somebody.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, a lot of this would feel a little easier if I had Peter Shawn with me. But, oh, boy. Hold on.
We got some super chats. John Evans, I hear the cup in the house tonight. Can you confirm? Deej, have you heard if the cup is in the house?
It is foolishly, let me fix my hair. It is foolishly in the building tonight. I think they're getting it ready for game 6 when it will foolishly be in the building.
I will say.
It's like, yo, leave it. It's going to.
Last time the cup was in the building was the best game the Oilers have played this series.
That's true. Oilers play well when they're presented with the cup being in their presence. Although
the Oilers have taken the ice to push-ups, by the way. Sean will appreciate that.
Yes, we can hear it, and I'm slightly worried we can hear it too clearly.
We also have a super chats from the Cheshire Cat. No shorts with Blazers.
Okay.
And also Bonk. All right, Deej, we'll let you go. The delay is a little.
For Shania?
No, there's a bunch of other bonks.
Oh, there's a lot of bonks
going on. I don't know. Something about some ESPN woman wearing shorts to the Blazers.
All right, DJ is gone. So the delay was a little tough.
Yeah, I think he started hitting that Edmontonian Wi-Fi.
Sean, what do you feel? Series is the last game of the season tonight.
I kind of want it to be.
What?
Like I don't want it to be for all the reasons you talked about earlier, but from a pure the Panthers are better. Like they should just give them the sweep type of thing. Like I would like to see There's part of me that like wants the Panthers to sweep just because it's like I feel like they're one of those teams that gets disrespected by national people all the time, or not national people, like fans outside of their own. And I kind of just want them to be like, "Fuck you, we won 4 games. Go fuck yourself."
And I get what you're saying. Like, I get to the point where I've hit where like you're looking at the series and you're like, it's inevitable that the Panthers are going to win. Why are we delaying the inevitable? Just get it over with. But like I said earlier, like I don't want to end.
Yeah,
I don't want to end the season with DJ in another fucking country.
Yeah, I think there's more reasons to want it to go than the reasons I want it to end.
Plus, I want the Oilers to get at least one to debunk the fraud claims.
Yeah, and I think it would be nice if the Panthers won in Florida. Like I'm always a fan of teams, and I think the Edmonton fans are like they don't deserve to have to watch a team win a cup on their home ice.
Charlie, I want this to be over with because otherwise I'll be sick to my stomach. Is that from a Panthers fan or an Oilers fan? Because it could go either way, honestly, at this point in time. By the way, tonight's stream is brought to you by our friends at Prize Picks. You know them, you love them. The DFS app that is it's America's #1 fantasy sports app with over 5 million members. It's the most fun and exciting way to get in on the action while you watch the game. Just pick more, pick less, and before you do that, sign up and use promo code WhatChaos for a first deposit match up to $100.
This is not a joke. To me, Prize Picks is so synonymous with DFS that I don't know if you're the kind of person that will search for apps on their phone instead of like swiping through and finding them. I went to go find Prize Picks and I just typed in DFS and I was like, why is nothing coming up?
It should come up. Like you said, it's synonymous. It should just come up. Love the jersey, Sean. Hell yeah.
It is
such a good jersey.
East's jersey. So I don't know if this counts as wearing a Panthers jersey, but
did you get that at the All-Star game or did you get it after the fact?
I got it
or before
the All-Star game. I think I got it before the All-Star game.
I want a gentleman's sweep so that DJs watch with the boys and that the Panthers can win it at home. I think that's good behavior.
All good things, yeah.
I think that's good behavior on all accounts.
I also will say, as somebody who is, let's just say, financially invested in Alexander Barkov winning the Conn Smythe, I feel like the chances of that increase if they lose today, because that means Bob is giving up goals, or at least a goal. Like he lost a game.
That's a good point.
There's plenty of. I'll be okay with what happens either way. I'll just say that. Plus, when the Panthers win, Buffalo Sabres get a 5th-round draft pick for Kyle Okposo.
Another reason, like I also think it would kind of suck for the season to end on a Saturday because then we got to wait till Monday to put out an episode.
That is true.
So a lot of reasons to root for the Oilers tonight. Although I absolutely think it is inevitable that the Panthers are going to win this series. I just can't see them losing 4 straight games. There would have to be a magnificent turnaround from the Edmonton Oilers, but I don't know. We'll see. That is a ladder behind Sean. No.
I mean, I usually have the ladder. I'm not hiding it because I'm ashamed of the ladder. We usually have the ladder, but normally my shot can't cover the entire background of mine.
We will have some guests tonight, I believe. So stay tuned for that. Also did get some confirmation that the desk was purchased in Edmonton right before the game at a local furniture store because the desk that they brought did not fit into the space that they had.
Look at that.
So for all the jokes about did they buy this at IKEA? Did they buy this? No, they didn't buy it at IKEA. They supported a local business in Edmonton, furniture shop. But holy fuck, that's embarrassing.
That's tough. I don't know who to blame. Like, did you not know what space you had? Like,
did you not know what space you had? And could the league in Edmonton not accommodate one of the league's rights holders, the American rights holder, to fit the desk that they brought? That's crazy to me.
You would, you would have thought they would have just planned around all of this, like have a better space.
Yeah, what? I mean, how do you not plan? Like, hey, what's the space we have? We'll build a desk for this purpose.
Yeah, and I get that they, I guess, didn't know until relatively quickly before the series that they were going to be going to Edmonton. And unlike NBA, they have to split with another rights holder who in this case probably takes precedent because these games are in Canada. But not a good look. But I do feel I feel like I was right about them having to deal with
You were kind of on the
tiny
case.
space. But I feel like it just raises more questions than it does answers.
I do want to issue like a light apology for my criticism of Sean McDonough on Friday's episode. I did say that he sounded a little sick. Maybe he was a little sick. That's why his performance for Game 3 was not top notch. I'll say he was confirmed sick. He's battling an illness. It's kind of they said it's like an illness that has been lingering for quite some time. I don't know what that means, but I hope that he's doing okay. I don't know if I haven't heard if he's going to be or not going to be on the call tonight. But apologies for being a little critical. Either way, though, I think that if he sounds like that and if he's struggling that much, you got to have a plan B.
Yeah, it's tough because it's kind of like an athlete type of deal where it's like I feel like he's going to have to like not be able to get out of bed for him to not want to do it, right? So like it's going to be pretty hard to tell your number one.
But you also have to realize that the stakes,
yeah,
like you're calling the Stanley Cup final.
I mean, it's
you got to be on your A game.
It's just
where's
like,
Bob Wischusen?
Yeah, I mean, I agree, and I think there's plenty of people that might prefer him over McDonough anyways.
I was going to say, like I said on Friday's episode, I don't think Sean McDonough should be their A guy anyway. I genuinely think that Bob Wischusen calls a better game than Sean does.
And I think people have been saying that throughout the playoffs. And I think some of what we talked about on Friday is still true, that like I just don't know how much of a hockey guy Sean McDonough ultimately is. I loved him doing college football. I think he was great there. And I also think, I don't know, it's just different kinds of commentators thrive in different sports. And I don't think he's bad by any means. But I think Wischusen is definitely their number one. They need to get Gary Thorne back.
Oh, like, man, I love Gary Thorne so much. Olivia says it's like if we had Jack Edwards calling the final. That's a stray for Jack Edwards, and I don't appreciate it. By the way,
that's one thing I may have problems with Jack Edwards as someone who hates the Bruins, but he meets the moment in terms of energy at all times. I can't criticize him for that.
Jack Edwards in his prime was elite, man. He for sure lost a step, and he knows it, and that's why he's hanging him up. But Jack Edwards in his prime,
it's sad because
unbelievable.
I think sports are going. I think we have lost that now. Like I think there were ways for people to end up in sports media without having like gone to a major communications program and then doing like the traditional path. I don't feel like that's the case as much anymore. So everyone kind of becomes very similar. And like you don't get Jack Edwards or Rick Jeanneret anymore. You get people who are very good at their job, but maybe not as unique.
By the way, we're going to keep this very vague, but we heard a very, very interesting tiny bit of a rumor, seedling of a rumor about Jack Edwards' potential replacement for NESN. And boy, oh boy,
it would be big.
It would be a fucking doozy. I'm leaving it at that. We don't have much confirmation or whatever, but we're hearing some wild things.
Yeah.
So
at the very least, it sounds like Boston, they're taking the search seriously.
I know, and NESN is not known for throwing around the bag, I'll say. They're not known for paying well.
They might have to.
They might have to. So that's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. But I'm a little nervous for Game 4 here because I care about the Oilers. I care about the Oilers. I don't necessarily feel like I have as much of a rooting interest at this point because I think that the Panthers are going to win, and I'm very okay with the Panthers winning. Based on what they've shown, they have been the better team. And throughout these playoffs, I think the Panthers have established themselves as a team that is absolutely worthy of hoisting the Stanley Cup. But a fucking sweep is bad for business.
Yeah.
A sweep is bad for business. And I also think that it would be an injustice to this season and how fucking crazy it's been for it to end in a sweep and a pretty ugly sweep, if we're being honest. Like, I don't know if sweeps can not be ugly. I guess if you're Rod Brindamore, you could say,
I think
it's a not sweep.
I think
This is a
sweeps are
sweep.
never good,
Would be a
but
sweep.
The sweeps are never good, but there are definitely sweeps that hit differently than others, I would say.
Yeah.
Like if you're a team, like I would say the Pacers getting swept by the Celtics probably it was definitely a sweep, but it probably didn't hit as hard, like as brutal as a sweep like this might.
This is a weird sweep. I mean, it's not a sweep yet. The 3 games that we've seen so far have been really weird because they've all looked incredibly different. I don't know. Did I talk about this on the show on Friday?
I don't remember.
All these days and takes are blending together at this point.
Yeah, honestly.
But every single one of these games has looked incredibly different. Like the Oilers dominated game 1 and got goalied. Game 2, they got absolutely dominated. Panthers were incredible defensively. And then game 3, you had ebbs and flows. You had a more even game. And it kind of felt like the series began with game 3, just in terms of both teams playing pretty well at points. And all 3 of them have just ended with the Panthers winning. So the Panthers have won a game of each variety.
I think he made the
series.
point after Knobloch's.
Oh, right, because it made the reel.
Yeah. Like,
so
every dime you've lost. So
no matter what the game looks like, it ends up with a Panthers victory. So I just have like there's no real reason for me to believe that this series doesn't end tonight other than just hopes and dreams.
Yeah. I mean, like I understand ultimately the point that that Chris Knobloch was trying to make when he said that, because like I think I said during that show is like, there's reason to believe that they have shown that they can be better than the Panthers at times during hockey games.
Yeah.
But they have not shown that they can win hockey games against the Florida Panthers. And like you pointed out, that goes back to the regular season. Like they have not shown that this roster is capable of beating the Florida Panthers in any way. And
that forced me to launch the war on deserve.
Yeah.
Launch the war on the word deserve, because no matter what,
life's not fair.
And I don't even think it's a case of unfair. Maybe game 1.
I think deserve.
Maybe game 1 was a little unfair, but the Panthers should get credit for having Bobrovsky, and Bobrovsky being fucking unbelievable, especially when you're paying Bobrovsky $10 million. We got a comment on the YouTube, I think it was today, that was like, of course the Panthers are getting better goaltending. They're paying $10 million for it, which I disagree with in theory, because for years people criticized Bobrovsky's contract as being one of the worst in the league. And especially when it comes to goaltending, you don't always get what you pay for. Goaltending is so volatile and so unpredictable often that, like, I launched the war against massive goalie contracts just because it's so unpredictable year to year. So paying a guy $10 million doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get the better goaltending, but it certainly does look like in this series that the Panthers have the $10 million goaltender and the Oilers have the guy that's making like $2.5 million.
Yeah, and I mean, I feel like we've said, like everyone said, with maybe the exception of like that second goal in game 3, like it really, nothing has really been Stu's fault. And I get what like Petey was saying yesterday, that like ultimately you just got to make a save, and that's been the difference. But I think that's more a credit to Bob than any kind of criticism you can levy against Stu, because he's been all right.
All right, we have some breaking news from Elliot Freeman. We have different lines for the Oilers tonight.
Sam Gagner on the ice? Is he making it? He was on the ice yesterday.
Yeah, he's not. There was a lot of talk about whether Sam Gagner would make an appearance in the lineup for the sake of morale, for the sake of lifting the boys up.
For Boo
It
Lady?
does not look like he is cracking the lineup. We have Warren Fogle with Connor McDavid and Zach Hyman on line 1. We have Ryan Nugent-Hopkins with Holloway and Draisaitl on line 2. We have Derek Ryan with McLeod and Perry on line 3. Matthias Janmark and Adam Henrique with Connor Brown on line 4. Then you have Ekholm and Bouchard, Nurse and Broberg and Kulak, and one Cody Ceci. Cody Ceci. Hello, baby. Let's go. Let's fire it up. I did text DJ to get a line grade, and he said, I'm going A- on the lines grade, but a respectful A-. So
I mean, I wonder. Like, I don't mind. I like the idea of dropping RNH to being with Draisaitl because Draisaitl has been not good. Has been ghost. So maybe that helps him. I guess.
Warren Fogle getting a promotion.
Yeah, that part is, I guess, a little.
I like rewarding the guy that scored.
Yeah, but also I don't. That's a kind of a low bar for Edmonton right now. It's all their bottom 6 players scoring.
I mean, not.
I guess
they're
not
not
anymore.
The
It's now
bottom
it's
six
the
players
first
if
line
they're
winger.
now in the top 6.
Yeah, there's
right?
so I love the. I want Chris Knobloch to be like.
I do think he's got to do something.
Yeah, he had to change something.
And if it doesn't take in the first period, then maybe you go back to what you had before.
I mean, if it gets to the third period and they're losing or it's close,
they're going. McDavid and Draisaitl are going to play 35 minutes in the third period.
I agree. Yeah, like literally what I was going to say. They're going full Avengers line for the entire 20. And honestly, they might pull Stu for all of it and throw RNH out there too. Like it's gonna be chaos.
Dressing nurse is fireworthy. I mean,
look,
what is he gonna do?
They have no
what
choice.
is he gonna do?
Who would
it's
you
not
rather?
like they have an embarrassment of riches on the blue line, and the guy that's making $9.25 million he's got to play.
Yeah, like ultimately, I get that he's been bad, but like,
and he's been hurt.
There is no path to winning without him being good. So like you have to play,
and you got to empty the
tank.
tank. Like if he can play, he's got to play.
Yeah, 100%. Oh,
yep. Corey Perry on the third line.
Fourth line.
Third line. Derek Ryan, McLeod, and Perry.
Oh, Bob tweeted it out as being the fourth line.
Ooh.
He has Janmark, Henrique, and Brown as the third.
Oh, Friedman has the opposite, so maybe he's fourth line. Either way, bottom six.
Yeah.
Oh boy. By the way, we have
dots galore. Oh my God, what are those purple ones?
You just spoiled my reveal.
Oh, sorry. I forget that you.
We have these two, and then we're bringing it on home with the cinnamon sugar dots tonight. So this is not officially sponsored by Dots, but this Stanley Cup final may as well be brought to you by Dots Pretzels.
Yeah.
So I've never had the cinnamon sugar ones. I'm very fucking excited. So
I don't know if I've ever had like a dessert hard pretzel. Like I get like cinnamon sugar soft pretzels before, but
you want to tap in?
Yeah, why not?
Here we go.
Someone said,
that's that reach. I shorted the toss in Sean's reach.
Someone said they hammered that more on McDavid time on ice.
That's a very. What is it even set at?
Honestly, that's a good question.
Any line with Connor Brown is the fourth line.
McDavid is playing more than 24.5 minutes tonight.
Yeah. Unless like the Oilers killed him.
I guess
which I don't see happening. But
that just seems
if
so
they killed him, then maybe he doesn't play 24.5. All right, let's 10x. Actually, what's the when's the cutoff?
Oh boy.
Is that a good old boy?
Miss Dots has done something yet again. Cutoff is in 8 minutes.
Okay, I got time.
Also, Michael, respectfully, you're wrong. Utz can get right the fuck out of here.
No,
Dots
I mean,
clears.
well, you're a pretzel hater.
Dots clears Utz though.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what I'm saying.
Is it Utz or is it UTZ?
I always thought it was Utz, but I might be wrong.
All right, let's see what we got. Damn, I gotta re-up. I have
They kind of taste like
I have bankrupted my Prize Picks account. They taste like what?
Kind of taste like Scooby Snacks a little bit.
I don't know if I've ever had Scooby Snacks.
Oh, Scooby Snacks are goated. Like a little what's the Teddy Grahams almost?
Man.
Kind of flavor. Like those are good. And I like we said, I dislike pretzels.
Those are good. Damn.
Miss Dot, you done did something.
Those honestly taste like they got like a little graham cracker
That's
to them.
I was like a little Teddy Graham almost.
Yeah. Or just like the
just the honey graham like
no, like the
sheets?
whatever. Yeah, the sheets.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh. Think about those like sheet graham
like
cracker
classic
things.
graham crackers that you would make s'mores with.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Those are so good. Damn. All right. We're going more for Connor McDavid. Time on ice, 24.5. Let's see. Well, I mean, if McDavid's doing more than 24 and a half, does it make sense to go Barkov more than 21?
Yeah, I think so. Those two seem pretty directly related. You can get Stu and Bob combined goal in the first 10.
Combined goal in the first 10?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. That's a good one. But then you're cooked.
You're cooked after 10
You're
minutes.
cooked after 10 minutes if you lose. But I do like that.
Goal scorer Matthias Ekholm, 1.5 shots.
Damn, I want to do McDavid and Verhaeghe more than a combined 6.5 shots on goal, but I've already used McDavid.
Yeah, I mean,
that's the part of about Prize Picks that is frustrating sometimes. You can only use a player for one entry.
Force you to diversify.
Yeah. I'm going to go Evan Bouchard more than 3.5 shots on goal. And then, you know what? Let's do goal allowed in the first 10 minutes. That's an 11x.
Ooh.
We're talking about 11xing right now. We're about to 11x. All right, so here is the play for the 11x. Connor McDavid more than 24.5 minutes time on ice. Alexander Barkov, more than 21 minutes time on ice. Evan Bouchard, more than 3.5 shots on goal. And Stuart Skinner plus Sergei Bobrovsky, more than a half goal allowed in the first 10 minutes. Bang.
Like it.
Woo-wee. If you're 10xing, drop your Prize Picks play in the chat.
Warren Fogle points was not available, unfortunately.
I don't think it was. Not on the main board, at least.
I looked on that points
Okay.
tab. At least it wasn't on my phone.
Maybe I'll double up and do. I think I'm gonna hedge, and I think I'm gonna double up with less than a goal. That means I'm losing
so
either
same
way.
Thing?
No, but like, that means I'm losing either way. I don't love it,
but it only means you're losing either way. But if that's just saying you're confident in the other four, or the other selections,
the other three, yeah.
Then if the other three hit, and that's the only difference, you're making money regardless. So if that's the one thing that you're worried about, then that's a good way to hedge. At least that keeps it alive for the entire game.
I kind of want to root for a Draisaitl goal.
He needs it.
I know, but I feel like they're better odds McDavid gets one. But
yeah, it's just, I mean,
I'm kind of rooting for Draisaitl.
It's the Barkov thing. Like, he's been ghost all. Barkov's kept him quiet all.
Chat, point me in a direction. Should I go with McDavid goal or should I go with the Draisaitl goal here? And how much time do I have left?
I think like 5 minutes at this point.
Okay.
3 minutes. 3:15.
3? Okay. Or I could do a Hyman goal.
I mean, that one I feel like makes a little more. I like, because I feel like, especially if this game goes how it's been going, like Boosh is just going to be throwing things in.
They're
going to
get ugly goals.
Yeah, he's going to be there.
I'm going to do a Hyman goal. I will do Connor McDavid. I'm going to do a Bouchard more than half a point.
I love the orange NHL shield logo. Like, I love.
Dude, I got 19 hats with that on.
I love it so much.
All right, let's see. Could do a 51.5 goalie saves combo.
I feel like there hasn't been a single game where both teams have been good enough.
Like, yeah,
like neither of them have been getting enough shots on goal for that would worry me.
All right,
unless you're going less than. Less.
Yeah, if I was going to, I would go less.
Yeah,
than.
I like the less on that for sure.
I'm gonna try to have 3.2x here.
Okay,
which is kind of child's play, but we're gonna do it.
I mean, it's only child's play. You're hedging a little bit.
Oh, lineups must include at least 2 players from 2 different teams. What? Since when? I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
I didn't know that you had to Should I go?
I guess it makes sense because it requires you to actually like know puck.
Should I do Aaron Ekblad more than 2.5 hits?
I mean, in theory, I would
Let's
say
do
yes.
it. Aaron Ekblad more than 2.5 hits. I'm 5.5xing here. All right. I like that lineup. Hyman goal, Bouchard point, McDavid more than 3.5 shots on goal, and Aaron Ekblad more than 2.5 hits.
I like that.
Let's 11x and 3.5x.
Ekblad had two hits last game.
He had 2 hits last game?
Yes.
Well,
I'm looking to see.
let's up the physicality here tonight.
I'm saying.
Get ready to learn impartiality, buddy.
He had 3 hits in game 2.
All right.
I mean, this makes sense why it's set at 2.5, I guess.
In game 2, like the Oilers barely had the puck.
Yeah.
So
yeah, fair point. And in game 1,
it's kind of crazy.
1 hit in game 1.
I feel like as we go on in a series, it's very hard to identify the games. Like I feel like they bleed together.
Like what happened in each game? Yeah.
And this one, it is not hard at all.
Yeah.
All of these
They've been
games
such
are
different games.
All of these games are very, very identifiable in my mind immediately, just because they're so different.
Yeah. It's so there really is like there's a game where the Oilers were good, a game where the Oilers were bad, and a game where the Oilers scored a bunch of goals.
Yeah.
And those are all 3 different games, and they were all losses for the Oilers.
Chat, I'm saying chat. I guess I can say chat since chat's saying the desk looks even smaller tonight.
Oh boy. I feel like poor whoever's responsible at ESPN for doing like this damage control after these games, where it's like people were shitting on McDonough. They have to kind of put out that he's sick. People are shitting on the chair somehow or the table. Somehow the information gets out that it was a fuck up on the league's half or whatever. Like,
I just love that ESPN has to put out a statement being like, "Yeah, you guessed it. That desk, we bought it at a furniture store. You got me." Steffi B, DJ is in the arena, not in the moss pit. I wish that he was in the moss pit.
I guess in theory, there's nothing preventing him from like if the game is good, I would rather be in the moss pit. Well, actually, that's not true.
I would much rather be in the moss pit than be in the press box.
Well, yeah. So I think I would spend first 2 periods in the moss pit. If the game's good, stay in the moss pit. If not, go inside to see the cup get handed out. But
do we have a puck drop timer? It's probably like what 8:21 or
something like that, probably.
I think we need to normalize starting games closer to puck drop, listed puck drop.
Yeah, just give me a coverage starts at 8, game starts at 8:30.
Yeah. At Major FOMO, not being in Edmonton, repping the Oilers in Calgary is definitely an experience. I can't imagine there's a lot of oil men in Calgary.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure there's plenty of people that work in oil. I'm sure there are plenty of actual oil men, but not many Oiler supporters.
DJ said, holy fuck boys, Tony Brar's intro video is incredible. Is that a, like...
On the Jumbotron?
Is that? Oh, yeah, because he does Oilers TV, which I'm assuming gets... Yeah, because it's not on Twitter or anything. Did you see Warren Fogle was wearing the Kobe shirt?
I did not.
The photo of Kobe wearing the Oilers jersey.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So Warren Fogle got a first-line promotion after repping Kobe.
Dude, Warren Fogle scoring tonight.
Shout out to all the familiar faces and familiar names in the chat. We love you. We love you all. Thanks for being here. Hopefully it's not the last one, but who's to fucking say at this point?
I am now financially invested in Warren Fogle scoring a goal tonight.
You say you're financially invested? Ba-ba-da-do. Matthew Tkachuk wore the all-black suit heading into the arena tonight.
Dressing for a funeral.
Dressed for a funeral. I mean, but Connor McDavid did it before Game 3, and that didn't go well for the Oilers.
True. I feel like Florida's just impenetrable right now. Like, that's the thing. Like, there's been parts of me throughout the day that have been like, Oilers seem really confident, man. Like, they might do it. But then I remember this entire series has been the Florida Panthers laughing in the face of everything the Oilers try to do. Like, it doesn't matter. The Panthers are just simply the better team. And so I feel like it doesn't matter. If they are confident and play a good game, the Panthers are going to find out a way to win.
Are there going to be any What Chaos offseason shenanigans? Undoubtedly, yes. We don't know what they are yet, but undoubtedly, yes. The answer is yes. Game has not started yet, no.
Yeah, 8:20 is the actual puck drop.
I'm a big fan of the idea of the Sean DePaz show existing in the offseason. As long as it's reasonable lifting for Sean.
I don't feel like it'd be that hard.
I would listen to the hell out of a Sean DePaz show in which you just talk about whatever the hell you want. Because you turn on a microphone and I think this guy can go.
I can, for sure. If you give me something that I have an opinion on, which is most things, I can certainly go. I'm only going to do this. If I do it, I can only do it holding one of these mics, though. Off the stand, just raw dogging it. Like
I want the Sean DePaz show live from Sean's apartment with baby, and you've clearly smoked way too much weed before going live. That's what I want. I would listen to the hell out of that.
Wouldn't be the first time. We in PHNX we had a edible sponsor, and we had a THC drink sponsor. It was awesome. 60 minutes of Sean's Bauer rankings. Just that would be
yes.
Bauer rankings presented by Bauer Hockey, and those are just the entire episodes.
Creative Sky, we are not doing play-by-play. No, that's not this kind of stream. Respectfully, I hate those streams.
Yeah,
I can't imagine tuning into amateur play-by-play, and it would be very amateur if I was doing it.
Although I am a huge fan of amateur play-by-play on things that don't normally have play-by-play. Like, there's a part of me, I live kind of near like a little league baseball field, and there's no way for me to approach this without seeming like a creep, so I'm not really going to try to. But like the idea of just doing like play-by-play for a little league game and making the kids feel like fucking pros sounds fucking awesome. But I can't be like, hey, what are your kids' names?
Yo, they straight up got a Shania Twain narrated hype video for the Oilers here.
I feel like, I don't know. I feeling bad vibes for the Edmonton Oilers right now.
It's hard to feel bad vibes when you get Shania Twain on your side.
But that video that DJ sent us of them being like, Canada wants the cup.
Yeah, that was tough.
That was so bad.
You should play that in for the stream. They deserve to see how rough that was. Although it was like 2 hours before puck drop.
But it seemed very much like,
you got to realize what kind of crowd you have, and they didn't have the crowd to do that chant.
Yeah, and also none of them give a fuck about Canada.
There was a lot of people there.
Edmonton wants the cup. Like, to these people, they're like, fuck Canada. Edmonton wants the cup. Yeah. Take a look at this.
We want the cup. Canada wants the cup. Canada wants the cup.
Oh no,
it's bad because
Canada wants the. Yeah, that's tough.
Well,
no.
you can't switch the chant. She's like, we want the cup, and everyone's like, we want the cup, but as she like she's just like, psych, Canada wants the cup, and everyone's just like, what chant are we doing now?
I'll tell you what. If the Oilers win this one, don't let the Oilers win this one, because if they win this one, I might start to believe a little bit. I might start to believe. I know it's bad behavior. I know it's unreasonable, but it's hard not to get yourself in the corner of a team that has a little bit of momentum and think that the entire world's against them.
If they win and it comes off the back of like multi-point games from McDavid and Draisaitl,
Yeah,
then
well,
I'm
so that's
terrified
that's
for
a
the
good question.
Panthers.
Like, what do you need the game to look like to believe in the Oilers after tonight?
Top 6 to go crazy and Stu to make like at least one of those saves where you're like, they lose this game if Stewart doesn't make that save.
I'm so glad that we played that video. Chas was like, oh no. Shania Payne.
That's what literally, that was just so sad. Someone said I looked like I was wearing a graduation cap. This is our birdhouse that I built out of tape one time during a show for a reason I don't fully remember. Probably talking about Michaels, and it stayed there ever since. This is one of my favorite traditions in the sport.
What?
Singing the anthem from the crowd. I love that they do it.
That's a lot of trust. Oh, I guess they're in the VIP section, so there's a lot of trust by placing the anthem singer in the crowd.
Yeah. Not something I do in the States, I'll say that.
Does my next goal wins the cup statement still hold? It's a good question. I don't know if I believe it either way.
It can't be, because the whole story with the Panthers, they get better as the game goes along. And so, like, if the Oilers score first, by no means. If the Panthers score first, I think the game's over. If the Oilers score first, I don't think it means anything.
That's a good read on it. I don't often delete tweets, but I did delete that one just because that was a tweet directly that came as a product of the stream. So like the next goal wins the cup.
Oh yeah.
So I deleted it just because I didn't want fucking bozos clinging
just
onto that.
It, yeah. The people next to him are clearly just fucking plants. They both have like face paint on.
Well, it's their VIPs. You can see like the
but I'm saying like I think the people directly next to him, like on each side of him, have like the same kind of face paint type of deal.
I will tell you what, like that building looks awesome.
Agreed. Also, I was thinking about something DJ is talking about with how everyone's like no one has Stanley Cup jerseys. If I was the Oilers, like if I was if the Sabres were in the Stanley Cup, I would not want a Stanley Cup jersey because I would be so worried about us losing the Stanley Cup, and then it's just a loser patch.
Yeah, but you still got there.
Yeah,
it still commemorates like the moment. I like jerseys that kind of commemorate a moment in time.
Yeah, it's just a little different to me when it's like a loser patch, I guess. Like it's one thing. Like I like when teams have like an all-star patch because they're hosting the all-star game.
I mean, it's
stuff like that.
I'll tell you what, like the Oilers crowd is fucking wild. Almost everybody has a jersey.
Yeah, I love that.
They're all different jerseys.
Yeah.
I'm so glad they had those orange jerseys. Like, even though I didn't really love them at the time, I did like when they were the alternate. But I do like that they exist because the mix of jerseys that you get in the crowd is super cool.
Yeah. I do love how many people are like, we're going to dress up like we work on an oil rig.
I believe that this Stanley Cup final has, or I guess this Stanley Cup playoff run has illuminated to me like how much of a community the Oilers have in Edmonton. And I didn't know beforehand that like they don't have much there. So they all fucking love the hockey team. But it really does seem like a pretty cool community in Edmonton. And everybody is diehard about the Oilers. And I like that cool.
Yeah, I thing I love about sports is like you either are in a city with a good fan base or in a cool city. Like people shit on Florida all the time for not having fans. It's like, okay. But they're also in South Florida. It's like there's other shit to do there. So like it's a little bit of a trade-off. Whereas like Edmonton, and I say this as someone from Buffalo who I think this very much applies to. You got shit all else to do. Of course you're going to be the best fans in the league because it's your entire life.
That's why Utah's going to crush.
I think so. Yeah, that's one thing I don't think even Arizona fans are really saying like Utah was going to work. Utah's got to work.
All right, we have puck drop, so adjust your dials accordingly. All right, so we are goal in the first 10 minutes territory. That is part of our 11X. So,
but did you have no goal in the first 10?
I didn't do that.
Kept it off entirely?
No. I didn't want to lose automatically.
That's fair.
truly don't think I've ever been this nervous in my life. I mean, I appreciate you being here while being an absolute nervous wreck. I wouldn't be in.
I work here. If the Buffalo Sabres were in the Stanley Cup right now, I wouldn't be here.
I think that's fair.
God, there's part of me that obviously really wants the Sabres to make the playoffs next year, but I'm really not looking forward to trying to have to work through that. If we have an fucking overtime stream in Game 7 of the Buffalo Sabres, like one of you is producing that because I'm going to be distraught.
It really is an experience unlike any other, and it fucking sucks in the moment when you're doing playoff hockey. Like every single year, I'm like, why the fuck do I do this to myself?
Yeah.
And like even this year when I didn't truly believe in the Bruins as a Stanley Cup contender, as a team that could win the cup, it's still like I still live and die by playoff hockey. So especially in the first round against the Leafs, I was like, oh my God, this is the worst.
I need my silly ass podcast for emotional support. Oh, look at
my emotional support grab ass.
Look at Broberg, just effort.
Oh. A little loose here early on.
Yeah. Oh, that was kind of awkward.
There's Draisaitl getting it in deep.
I'm way ahead of you.
You are?
Yeah.
Oilers heading to the PK very early. Stu Skinner, 2 saves, locked in.
Might be over. Might be over for the Panthers.
Sam Bennett hurt? Yeah, Chat's way ahead too. Oh yeah, Bennett's looking not so hot there on the bench.
A. Smith is saying, Sean, no need to worry, and I have a bad feeling it's about the Sabres being in the playoffs next year.
Oh, just missed. Oh, that is straight knee to knee.
Okay, I was gonna say, I was like, there was definitely a penalty call there, right? That's just like the Luosterainen hit.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna up to hold this 5-minute major. I'd be surprised.
Did they did with the Luosterainen hit, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fogle got tossed.
Big for the Bennett's going back.
Yeah.
Big for the conspiracy theory crowd.
What?
There's a lot of people that were like, refs are in the Panthers.
So he doesn't change direction or anything. So that's why I feel like he's only going to get 2 there. He just misses the hit.
Yeah.
It is. I mean, it's definitely knee on knee. So 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Yeah.
So much for the refs favoring the Panthers. Conspiracy theory dead.
Darnell Nurse playing 4D chess by getting himself ejected. Yeah. So that puck follower, I was kind of wondering that too. Like, I'm not gonna suggest that they're faking the injury, but like if you send Bennett to the locker room, it does help put on the show to maybe draw the 5
a little bit. Yeah.
Like, I think that's the right call for the 2, honestly.
I think so too.
Chat disagrees.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was because with the Luosterainen one, although I wasn't completely sure that it should have been a 5 at the time.
Fogel leg, like sticks his leg
his leg got stuck.
There was no sticking the leg out there. It looked like he kind of just missed the check and went knee to knee.
Agreed. But also, like, kind of getting back to the if Nurse had got ejected, Darnell Nurse gets tossed to the game, and you take Sam Bennett out. That's a double win for the Edmonton Oilers. Minus the fact that means more Cody Ceci minutes, I guess. But none of their defensemen have been good. Not fair to Ceci.
DJ also, it appears DJ agrees with the 2-minute call.
Yeah,
he's texted in all caps. I was gonna say. Oh, wow.
Oh,
How did that not
boyo.
go in?
Was that Reinhardt right in front of the net too?
I thought that was Kachuk.
Oh, yeah, they come.
Oh, let's
boy.
go.
Uh-oh.
2-on-1.
Oh no.
Oh, let's go. We got to go in the first 10 minutes.
Oh, let's go.
Shorthanded.
Let's go.
Woo.
Oh no, the Oilers goal video. Where'd it go?
Wow. Hit it, boys. Wait, where'd it go?
It disappeared.
What? Hit the goal video, Sean. Hit it.
1 second. Oh,
Hit it.
we're coming.
Come on, hit it. This is a turn of events, boys. That was a sick play.
I'm Team Printino.
The 11X is alive, folks.
Huge.
So are the Oilers, maybe.
Huge. Huge for my financial investment in Barkov.
Don't let the Oilers get hot.
Oh, it's a shorty too. I didn't even realize it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh boy.
The Oilers are probably like, please reverse it to a major.
God, could you imagine how electric this would be if
What a shock. Bennett back on the Florida bench 2 minutes ago.
could you imagine how much of a what's it called? A shock or what was it? What, I forgot. I lost my train of thought completely.
Who we got? Deej?
It appears so. Oh, Deej's gone.
That's wild.
Deej is back.
Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Oh.
Oh, this is no headphone Deej again.
Does this mean that we have a power play? Oh, we have a power play.
Oh, was it El Poso again? I feel like Poso's been in the penalty box.
Can you
Oh, too many men.
can you lower his audio a little bit? All right, so I gotta take some notes here. Yeah.
This might be the, like this is a pretty big power play here.
This is a huge power play. And 30 seconds into the future doesn't indicate that anything's happening. So for anybody in the chat, DJ phones in with no headphones during Oilers power plays, gives us a live look in. He's about 35 seconds ahead of
give
us.
us a look into the future, really.
Yeah.
And into the past, since he's 2 hours behind us.
What'd you say?
I said, and into the past, since he's 2 hours behind us.
True. It's a good point.
Bending time and space.
Have you ever seen Arrival?
Arrival?
Yeah.
No.
The movie. It's a very good concept movie about like time being a different dimension. It's a real mind fuck.
I like that kind of stuff.
Oh,
dude, a Barkov goal would feed families, and by families I mean me and my cat. Oof.
who had the goal again?
I don't even know.
Connor Brown had the setup.
Yeah, Connor Brown. Unbelievable play. Just like from the D zone through waiting out Bob. Amazing.
What?
He was just saying it was a good play by Connor Brown.
Who had the goal?
Matthias Janmark.
Okay.
3rd goal of the playoffs.
Oh, wait, were you asking who scored or who made the play?
He was asking who scored. He said, yeah. Oh,
I do know Connor Brown had the setup, and that was nasty. It's very nice.
Power play over, I'm
So
assuming.
it does not appear that the Oilers have scored on this power play.
Again, though, the bottom 6 scoring goals for the Edmonton Oilers.
They haven't gotten a single goal from a player that you would expect to score.
Crazy.
Oh. That's where I wonder about the Oilers, too. Like, obviously, it's not great that nobody that you would expect to score has scored yet in this series. But it's almost like the power play phenomenon that we experienced in the Western Conference Final, where you were like, well,
they're doing it without it.
Yeah, they're doing it. Well, they're not doing it without it right now.
They're staying relatively close. I mean, I guess in this game they're doing it.
But there's like the feeling of inevitability where it's like, you know that it's not going to stay that way if the series continues on.
And also, if they get both the top 6 and the bottom 6 scoring, then they can certainly win 4 straight games. That was the one thing that Knobloch said that I did kind of appreciate. Like,
what?
It basically, like, we won 18 straight games at one point. And I know it's a Stanley Cup, but you're asking us to win 4. If we can figure this out, it's not out of the possibility. DJ has perfected the heart out. He really has in these things. Dude.
KB, thank you very much. We are both looking very handsome tonight. I will say that. Good for us. I study linguistics, so that's why I'm interested in Arrival. Yeah. Time and linguistics, big part of that movie.
There's part of me that wishes I could just go to college forever and learn shit.
I wish I could go back to college.
Yeah, like linguistics is one of those things where I'm just like, that stuff just fascinates me. Especially if I can go to college and be like, I don't like this class, I'm just not going to do it, and not have anything, like not have the threat of not graduating over my head. Like if I could just take classes, I would.
Shut up, QP. That's gross. I hate that. Need a stronger word for bonk when it's following breedable.
Yeah.
No breeding.
We need a Mike
talk in
Breen
chat.
double bonk.
It's A- behavior.
I still can't believe the NHL fucking jacked our bingo thing.
Yeah, that's some bullshit.
Crazy, dude.
Oilers got to get a fucking power play goal.
Honestly, Tessa making a good point. Having the love of your life bonk you is it means something. That's impressive. You gotta kind of have to be out of line to have love of your life bonk you. I'm in a humanities.
We got a power play. Seems like we're getting a power play.
Oh, we got lights.
Do we get more than a power play?
I'm guessing by the
we got more than a power play. We got an Oilers goal. Adam Henrique. Hit it, Sean.
Listen, everybody knows.
I'm Team Printino.
Finally a goal. It's another bottom 6 guy, but that's a guy that you can see scoring. That's a great goal. They're getting passes to the middle. I love a great tip. What's up?
Can we do a Chris Knobloch raid right now?
I feel like the changes he's made haven't been like I feel like the top 6 is what he really messed with, isn't it?
I mean,
that's been where it's been craziest, but
he mixed and matched.
Yeah, Forsling was with. Where was Forsling last game? I don't think Janmark. I don't think this was the third line last game. I could be wrong.
I love Adam Henrique getting on the board. I'm also a huge redirect guy. That shit gets me going. That was a beautiful redirect.
And Matthias Janmark, have a night, bud.
Janmark, Henrique, Brown was the same line 3 last game. It was the same.
Okay, line. So that's been all right. I guess I didn't notice it. I didn't notice Brown outside of the PK. But hell yes.
Well, Oilers won. Florida start injuring.
Interestingly, that is actually the only line that has not had any changes between this game and the last.
They're cooking.
Whew.
I mean, they're getting middle ice.
I'll be honest, I'm a bit more mobile this time. I'm moving around a bit more. I'm kind of a man without a home, but right now I'm currently in the auxiliary press box. It's pretty nice. It's probably where I should be and belong. Roy's here, his broadcast partner's here. I met them. They were so nice. I was like, yo, like, you're coming back here for game 6. Suck my dick. It was the best.
I'm sure he appreciated that. I'm sure he's a huge fan of you.
Two nicest people in the world. And I was like, yo, what are you doing? Hunter's on your case, huh? Ever think about that? Hunter's going to come up here and kick your ass. No, they ruled. They're so nice. I sincerely did say, like, hey, Avery, I was like, hold on a second.
Oh, Avery! Let's go.
That's my guy. Let's go. A man who needs no introduction. Let's go.
I love that human being more than I love most human beings. Daniel Plainview voice. I hate most people, but Avery is not most people.
I'm glad that I'm not there, but seeing how many great people are there makes me wish that I was there. I just need.
We'll talk about it when we have like time between games 4 and 5 and 5 and 6, but like stonks up on just like hockey media this week.
What's going on with the lights there in the auxiliary box?
Here. I'm gonna dip out for a second, but I'll check.
All right.
He really has perfected the hard out.
Chad's very complimentary of the cleanliness. Also, Emily Kaplan mothering tonight.
Emily Kaplan has been fucking serving
Emily Kaplan
all
absolutely
series.
mothering tonight.
Big fan.
Chad very complimentary of DJ's cleanliness.
I was gonna say I don't have that kind of nose
confidence.
Huh? I don't have that kind of nose confidence.
No, me neither.
I famously nose hairs can get a little crazy, and I always have a box of tissues here. I'm never doing that. A puck follower named his nostrils Sniffy and Whiffy.
Sniffy and Whiffy?
DJ does not need to go see Charlie McAvoy's guy confirmed.
Okay. Let me see. Gotta remember to tweet while doing this shit. Oh, I'll tell you what, this is a fucking phenomenal start for the Oilers.
It is.
That building seems electric.
So good for the financial investment in Alexander Barkov.
You say so good for it? Yeah. I was I don't know, like I feel like people have been talking about Bobrovsky a lot, and he was great in game 1.
It felt a little over, like a lot.
I feel like the game 3 performance was a little oversold.
Yeah,
I mean, he was very good at the end, but he's not the, for me, he's not the story, but
agreed.
Cannot wait for them to lose. Love your life. Incredible hater.
I mean, this doesn't change anything for me. They can win this game however they want. It's just winning 4 straight games doesn't happen. I'm not going to believe it's going to happen until it does. They can't, like, they're obviously good enough to do it, but it's just the Panthers are here for a reason.
Oh, be clean. Are you in the moss pit right now? Do we have boots on the ground in the moss pit?
Oh. Oilers are 100% going to allow like 5 goals in the third.
Oh, I love the energy behind "What's up, fellas? Cheers to the weekend." That's some real dudes rock shit. Bob is a very shakeable goalie. He absolutely is. Like, he gave up a bad goal in game 2. That Ekholm goal was dog shit, and they just didn't get any more chances on him. The one McDavid breakaway, and that was it. Matthias Bruce Wayne Yanmark. Be clean. Are you in the moss pit? Or are you just reporting that the moss pit is lit from a distance?
Famously, ESPN does not like going to the moss pit for whatever reason. I do. I know you've talked about this before. The Stanley Cup patch is so clean.
It's so good.
Like I get most leagues. I have hated like the modernification of logos and stuff like that.
That's what I said. I said the like minimalism has been death for a lot of like sports designs, but the minimalism of that cup patch is it's so nice.
It embraces the most iconic trophy in sports.
100%.
That's all you need.
And it's like the only words that are necessary are let's identify the year in which this patch is worn. Yep. It's so good.
And I also like it in the EA Sports game, in the NHL game. They throw the patch on there, and they obviously don't have a year because they don't know what year you're going to be playing in, but it still looks money.
Be clean, boots on the ground in the moss pit. That's our moss pit representative. I love that. Fuck yeah. I love us having a moss pit guy.
I tried to super chat, but it will only let me do it in USD. I don't really understand how that works. I wonder why it only lets you do USD. Like how it knows where the funds are coming from.
Panthers on the board.
Oof. Another tip.
Vladimir Tarasenko.
I feel like I don't remember if it was you or DJ were kind of giving him a hard time earlier.
I was roasting Vladimir Tarasenko for being useless.
Yeah, and I feel like he's been a little.
But noticeable. I mean, before he scored the winner in the Eastern Conference Final,
yeah,
he
was
invisible.
Very fair criticism, but
that's a great tip.
Oh,
could have been had. Could have been had.
That's a tough one.
It's hard to criticize. It's hard to criticize a deflection, but
it was almost
so close.
Dude, hockey. I mean,
I'm gonna kiss you sloppy style. All right, we got a game.
Another Gustav Forsling's point.
It's like one of those cases with Stu where he like a lot of the times he doesn't make the save that like you don't expect him to make or like you wouldn't expect him to make. Like Bob sometimes would make that save.
That's what I was saying earlier. That's what Petey said yesterday. It's like sometimes you just have to make a save, and it's like even if most of the goals,
he made a save. That's a save.
How do you end up ahead of me?
Oh wow. That nothing has aged more poorly than the conversation.
Daniel, let me introduce.
Look over there. You see? That's my son. You see him?
Yes.
You see?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Stretch out for me. Stretch for me, Stu.
No conversation
Get loose for me,
has
Stu.
ever aged as poorly mid-sentence as us discussing Stu Skinner not being able to make a save that you don't expect him to make. Unbelievable Stu save. Woohoo! Wow. I'm saying, Bramto, I'm addressing the fact that I've been exposed mid-sentence.
I mean, but that's literally like what I was saying, what Petey was saying. Like that's what you need out of Stewart. You need him to like actually make a save, like to steal one away from the Florida Panthers at some point. Yes, did it there.
My goodness.
That makes up for the half a goal he gave up in game 3.
Yes, if somebody can clip that, that would be great for the Twitter. Just old takes exposed in real time. Hi, everyone. Sorry about the face thing. I didn't know. Well, Deej, people were complimentary about your manscaping in between your nostrils.
Yeah, I
you
think
used the lawnmower 5.0
most of
there,
it was
or what?
complimentary. I think only one person was really complaining about how close it was. Most people were crediting you for having a clean
Also,
nose.
I will say, I think it was probably necessary because the audio quality was
Also
like not
that, yeah.
amazing. So if you were any farther away from your face,
And also, we're not doing this isn't a show. We're not doing this for
it's not a beauty
quality.
pageant. We're doing a fucking live stream.
Well, I'm saying it's not even like one of our live
Game 4 of the
shows.
Stanley Cup Final. It's do or die.
If you got to get up,
you got to get your nose dirty sometimes. Clip has been made. Love of your life. You're a hero. I appreciate you. We'll say this lovely Bauer shirt makes me look kind of jacked.
Yeah, it definitely does. Also, I was gonna comment. Like, I feel like you've only worn Bauer stuff since you got your Bauer shipment in. Which,
I mean, they sent me a bunch of unbelievable shit. What am I supposed to?
No, I'm
wear
not saying.
other
I'm
stuff?
not criticizing you at all. I'm saying it's a testament to Bauer. It's like my Billie Eilish album. Haven't listened to anything else since it dropped because it's that fucking good.
Why would I wear anything else when I've got the premium of premium clothing? Okay, I said I was sorry.
Your nostrils did get named Sniffy and Whiffy. That is
Sniffy and what?
Sniffy and Whiffy.
Okay. Yeah, DJ, don't let the chat kink shame you into not calling in. We like those nostrils. Wait, what? This has got to be a Photoshop, right? What is going on?
I am unsettled.
This is incredible. Oh, it's Photoshopped.
Live, whatever.
I guess this picture is Photoshopped, which is disappointing, but
I mean, it makes a lot more sense. They just handed out 5-in-1 chargers for some reason. What does that even mean? I appreciate that you came to me specifically with that fact too.
Here's a question. If the Oilers win this game, there's plenty of hockey left to be played. If the Oilers win this game, do they fly Shania Twain with them to Florida? I think they gotta.
I would say so. I mean, all respect to the Florida Panthers. I feel like Shania Twain could probably fly herself, but or the Edmonton Oilers. What's with the house? It's a birdhouse. Again, I don't fully understand or remember why I did it, but we have a dog house made out of tape somewhere that's currently empty, by the way. Everyone's kind of worked their way out of the doghouse. But
I did a little cleanup to the studio before tonight's game,
which I appreciate.
I took down the birdhouse. All right, I took down the doghouse.
Well, you didn't take down the doghouse, really. You just took the dog out of the house.
I took the logo down.
Oh, that's true.
And then I took Johnny Lazarus out of the doghouse.
Yeah.
Famously, the Stars were a Shania team. Really? Is Shania like? Is Shania homie hopping?
She's just a West Coast woman. She's a Western Conference woman above all else.
She's just a fan of the Clarence Campbell Trophy.
I saw a tweet earlier that the Atlantic, I guess, has been in 7. There's been 7 Atlantic teams in the last 6 Stanley Cups.
Yeah,
because Tampa and Montreal were in the one.
Well, technically, Montreal wasn't an Atlantic team when they made the Stanley Cup.
I guess that is kind of true.
They were in the Canada Conference.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That was kind of an electric thing to have happen temporarily.
I wish that they kind of kept that.
Like, it would have been cool for sure. Obviously, there's like
travel
reasons why
issues.
It doesn't really work. But like, just from 1 year when everyone's in the same spot, just having the Canadian teams all play each other rocks.
Celine Dion did hop from the Canadians to the Bruins, which is pretty unforgivable.
Celine Dion famously won Eurovision for Switzerland as a Canadian, or maybe I think it was Switzerland. I don't know. She won Eurovision for a country she's not from.
Celine, though, like, is big enough to do whatever the fuck she wants.
Celine Dion,
if she can, she's maybe one of the only people in the world that can pull off hopping from the Canadians to the Bruins.
Agreed.
Montreal famous Western Conference champs. Yeah.
That is one thing.
Well,
like,
not even because the East and West like basically didn't exist.
there was just 4 divisions.
There were 4 divisions and they reseeded, which I absolutely do want to see them reseed. I want them to do
1
the
through
top
16.
4, like get rid of the conference finals, do reseed 1 through 4 when the final 4 teams are remaining, and then you open it up to have like East versus East in the Cup final, West versus West in the Cup final. I would love that shit.
Yeah, I mean, I
Tell me that a Bruins, Leafs, Bruins, Canadiens Cup final wouldn't kick ass.
No, I think stuff like that would happen. I think that's kind of the reason why you kind of get finals like this that don't really have that vitriol, because who gives a shit between Florida and Edmonton? Like, they don't hate each other really.
It's more incentive to win in the regular season.
Yeah.
If your seeding counts like extra in the final 4.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that's the one thing I wish that like it's the cultural thing that prevents people from embracing some of the stuff that soccer does really well. And it's just like in cups, it's not necessarily seeding, but they just will like, they re-seed everything. Like every round, they're just redrawing teams and it's completely random who you end up playing, which I enjoy some of that excitement.
Yeah, give me Carly Rae Jepsen. If Carly Rae Jepsen was in Edmonton, I would also be in Edmonton. I'll tell you that for fucking free. Oh, come on. The Oilers are getting some rush opportunities here.
Yeah.
What does
Detroit,
this mean?
Colorado Cup in 2029 will hit.
The boys have scored again. Fire it up, Sean. Fire it up. Let's look at that nostril cook.
Listen, everybody knows.
I'm Jim Brangino.
Gene Brangino, a Devin Holloway goal.
Unreal.
Of all people.
Of all people.
No, Devin Holloway's kind of a dog. Also, Leon Draisaitl, dog. He's arrived.
Finally,
Let's go.
a top 6 contribution.
The boys are getting rush opportunities. Who are they? Who are they?
I don't know what's going on, man.
This is the fucking like tonal shifts in the series are crazy.
If I'm an Oilers fan, I would really like them to get one more before the period.
Oh
ends.
yeah,
because I am scared of what kind of Florida Panthers team is going to come out. I think we might get Paul Maurice. The boys need expletives in their life again.
They just said that was Draisaitl's first point. I thought he had a point earlier in the game. First point.
No, the first goal was Janmark, right? Janmark and Brown.
Yeah, Janmark and Brown.
And the second one was, I don't remember, actually.
First Draisaitl point.
Yeah, R.I.P. Bob's Conn Smythe. That's huge for the Barkov elitists.
Oilers needed that one bad. That was a big goal.
DJ is getting just like mind fucked, I feel like, by being 30 seconds ahead of us in real time.
30 seconds ahead and then like 30 seconds behind on the stream.
Yeah. So by the time he sees us react to the goal on the stream, it's been 4 hours.
Yeah, I don't think there was any doubt that Draisaitl was hurt. Wait, what's it saying on my thing there? Yeah, there we go.
I don't think they could see it.
I feel like Bob could have had that one.
Almost tore the ref's ACL on the celly.
Deej does buy a Leon jersey, gets on the board, thinks about buying a Stu jersey. Stu's thinking about maybe changing the series.
Yeah.
That was a crazy stat about Draisaitl's 3-game pointless streak. 4 years?
I think that's
4
yeah,
years.
2020.
Like 350 plus games since he'd gone 3 games without a point. Insane.
I don't understand why the Cheshire Cat's being so
Cheshire
critical.
Cat's really hating on Deej. I don't like the energy.
I don't like the energy either.
He's
in a loud building. He's
in
getting
a
close
loud
to
building.
his face so he can
He
hear.
doesn't have to call us in. He's taking some time committing to the content. Doesn't matter what it looks like.
This is too close.
Nice.
Cheshire Cat said they're done.
It's good behavior.
Get it off your chest. I can respect that. I will say it would be insane behavior if that's how he answered every FaceTime.
Yeah,
like
no,
if he consistently, it was just like that's definitely bad behavior.
Well, we got Johnny the Joke Man's up. There was absolutely a directive issued to the shirtless kid.
Yeah, I'll be very interested to see what happens when he's back in Florida. Yep. Because I love that level of go fuck yourself from the Edmonton Oilers if they're just like that kid's putting a goddamn shirt on.
Yeah, well, you like that behavior?
Yeah.
I don't like body shaming. I don't like
I
I don't like body policing. I don't like fashion policing. I was pretty sick of the kid.
I just love that they're like
he's a little bit more tolerable with a shirt on.
Like they didn't let him in the building or kicked him out from behind the bench. They're just like, if you're in our building, you're putting a goddamn shirt on.
That wasn't always the case for the Edmonton building. They're okay with some people taking their shirt off.
Well, we have not seen that woman back in the building, so we don't really know. They might not have been okay with it.
Yeah, we're 10xing tonight. 10x zooming. Dipping into these dots. Pretzels of the future. That woman is not allowed on ABC games.
Yeah, the mouse is not having that. I can stick on ESPN, or Sportsnet. The mouse is not giving them on ABC. We know Cheshire Cat.
The mouse is launching a war against boobs.
I enjoy a few things less than referring to the Disney Corporation as the overarching like dictator that is Mickey Mouse, and just calling it the mouse. Like Mickey is in a back room threatening people's lives.
All right, chat.
Yeah,
we can let go. We can let it go. Cheshire Cat knows. No, we're all leaving it in the past. DJ, he's got beautiful nostrils. We've seen a lot of them.
Whiffy and
we
sniffy.
can all let it go. It's all love here. We all love each other.
The mouse does not believe in freeing the nipple, unfortunately. Unfortunate is a hilarious shortening of unfortunately.
That could be. I wonder if ABC was like, yo, put a shirt on.
I mean, then that's weird. Because if the problem is actually with the kid not having his shirt on, then I think that's weird energy. Like, it's a little kid who gives a shit. But I like it if Edmonton is like, not because he's shirtless, but more, we're not letting you pull your pro Florida Panthers antics in our building.
Especially after going 2-0 in Florida.
Yeah. Like, we're making you put a shirt on. Keep that shit in Florida.
It would be funny, though, because like Carolina famously wouldn't let Rangers fans wear Rangers jerseys to their building.
Fucking insane behavior.
Edmonton would be saying, like, explicitly, put on your Panthers jersey.
Yeah.
We need we're gonna have to do a quick intermission check-in on our DFS. We did hit a very important part, which is the goal in the first 10 minutes. Also, I would assume that the over in this game, or I know that we don't do the more than in this game would be 5.5, and anybody who had that in good shape.
Yeah.
I'm hashtag Team Areola. All right. 3-1 at the end of 20. Big period for the fucking Oilers.
Massive.
Huge. 14 straight playoff wins when scoring 3+ in the first period. As per ESPN.
Not a great look for the McDavid time on ice. 5:59 through this period, and if the lead keeps up,
but if it's even remotely close in the third period, the man is playing.
I have to believe the Florida Panthers are turning in a better second period than that.
I do love PK's suit tonight.
Yeah, that's one thing PK does do well.
Dress. Edward K. He's wearing a Panthers jersey, I believe. I thought I saw him wearing a Panthers jersey.
Yeah, he is for sure.
All right, so what else did we have? We had my lineups. We got Zach Hyman goal, missing that one. Aaron Ekblad's got 2 hits already in the first period.
That's huge.
So that's in good shape. Connor McDavid, 0 shots on goal. So I need a Hyman goal, a Bouchard point, and 4 McDavid shots from this point on. And then the other one, Bouchard got 0 shots on goal. We did hit the... Barkov played almost 7 minutes, so that's in good shape. I'm not worried about McDavid's ice time.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a matter of, like, if they...
Depends how the game goes.
They take a bigger lead, then it's probably cooked. But like I said, I expect a better second period from the Florida Panthers.
All right, we had... Draisaitl. The big takeaway there is that, like, the Oilers finally getting rush opportunities and getting to the middle of the net. That's what they need. And like, that's what you didn't see from them too much.
Bob's not stealing anything this game.
He really isn't. A lot of Bob walkbacks maybe after this game.
Yeah.
Gonna need this to turn into the Sean DePaz show for a couple minutes here.
Can do. I really wish I had. Was considering doubling my financial investment in Barkov, Conn Smythe before this game, and I decided against it. John Evans in the chat for you when you come back, Pete. You guys ever try shrooms? ? That's a crazy question to bring in here. Answer is yes, though. Yeah, unless you're a cop, then the answer is no. But highly invested. I still need the Florida Panthers to win so we can get this 5th-round draft pick for Kyle Poso. Drugs are bad unless they're not. Unless they're the good kind. Pete is a cop conspiracy so huge, that'd be very tough scenes. I think I'd know if Pete was a cop. He doesn't give off cop vibes. What jokes is Paul Maurice telling the cast? Listen, I'm a Paul Maurice defender. We've seen when shit's not going well for the Florida Panthers, he is more than willing to get serious and light them up. Like he did against Boston. He swore at them, and they did better. Just saying. Mushrooms on pizza. That's how you know you're an adult. Because as a kid, mushrooms on pizza, most disgusting thing ever. But once you become an adult, you can appreciate a good mushroom. Are you a mushroom on pizza guy?
What?
Mushroom on pizza?
No. I don't like mushrooms to begin with. I just don't like the texture of them.
The rubberiness?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. I can appreciate, I will never order mushrooms unless The only time I would ever order something that has mushrooms on it, I think, is if I was getting some kind of like blue cheese burger type of deal that had mushrooms on it. I could rock with that. Yeah, I could do that. I would never order mushrooms on a pizza, but I will eat them if they're there. Narcs,
in a Supreme.
Yeah,
where it's like
my bigger problem on a Supreme is the olives.
What'd you say?
My bigger problem on a Supreme pizza is olives. Cannot do
black olives.
Yeah,
I like black olives.
Can't do black olives. Hate them. Emily asking the most narc question of all time. What's the most illegal drug everyone's ever done? Go.
I like that question. I mean, I haven't really dabbled too much in hard drugs. I did Molly once.
I have done. I mean, the thing is like the most illegal drug I've ever done is marijuana because it's classified like heroin for whatever reason.
What?
So like, yeah, that's it. It's like, so according to the federal government, weed is the most illegal drug I've ever done.
That's crazy.
But no,
I haven't dabbled in the hard drug game. I've never done coke.
I have dabbled in a couple of psychedelics, but
a couple of what?
Psychedelics.
Oh, so I would do that, and I want to do that. I will do it before I die, but I just need to be in like the right situation, and I need to be with the right people.
Very fair.
What's going to be the Longhorn SEC record this year? That's a good question. I believe in that team. I think they're going to be a very, very good team. I just don't know. I haven't looked at the schedule, so I couldn't begin to tell you, but I do think that they're a really good team.
I just don't know what's going to happen in college football this year because everyone's playing new teams for the first time.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, it's so funny to me that like Phoenix, Arizona, and Orlando, Florida, same conference. Syracuse, New York, Dallas, Texas, same conference. Rutgers, New Jersey, and Los Angeles, California, same conference.
Doesn't make any sense.
It's just all ridiculous now. Because like I have no idea how like a team like USC who can't play defense for their life and famously has very high-powered offense, how they fare in a defensive forward conference like the Big Ten. Very interested in that.
Back to drug talk. Kelly makes a good point. Adderall is considered highly illegal for people who don't have a prescription. So I have done Adderall, so I guess that would count. Somebody also said, I don't like cocaine, but I like the smell. Does cocaine have a smell?
No.
Okay. Is that a joke about like you have to shove it up your nose?
Yeah, I think so. Texas football this year. Open against Colorado State in Austin. Then at Michigan. Game 2. That's huge. Then UTSA, ULM. They start conference play at home against Mississippi State. And then the Red River Shootout, as I still call it. I will call it forever. And then home against Georgia. At Vanderbilt, which should be a win. Home against Florida. At Arkansas. Home against Kentucky. And then they end the season with the return of Texas at Texas A&M. I'm so happy that's back in college football. Although I will miss Texas Tech forever. But actually not really, because kind of fuck Texas Tech. They always somehow fuck over Texas.
Fuck who?
Texas Tech. They always somehow fuck over Longhorns, I feel like. But
I love college football so much. I'm also extremely excited for the college football video game. So
I'm so excited for Syracuse football for the first time in my life. They got a guy from Georgia who's a terrific recruiter as their head coach now, and they are actually might not be embarrassing for the first time in my life.
I didn't even think about this. We didn't really like have any college football crossover or experiences when we started the show, because we started the show November 1st and college football season like mostly over.
Yeah, I mean
we had like some bowl talk.
College football. We had Texas talk a little bit, but yeah, there wasn't like a big throughout the season.
Yeah,
we kind of really
like
we kind of knew
like
what
next year we'll get like in season college football.
Oh
talk.
my god, if Syracuse football is good, trust me, I'll be talking about it. Same Arizona State too. I'm not sure about Arizona State, but I like the direction they're going at least.
I do want to note Sean McDonough dialing it in. giving it a little extra juice tonight. The man, we're talking about bounce back McDonough. Galvanized. He's been galvanized by whatever illness he has.
I think when you're sick, it's pretty easy to not realize that you're like not meeting the moment with your energy in whatever situation that is. And then someone points it out to you. I think it's a little easier for you to push yourself.
Also, you made the point too that like maybe it was a product of the crowd, and like him
feeling it there.
Feeling that. A lot of what's happened in the first period was on Edmonton's side, so maybe he was juiced up by the crowd.
Very good point.
Somebody said, come to Columbus. Oh, John Evans said, come to the Columbus. I got you. We will be in Columbus for hockey season. And
are they Stadium Series, right?
Stadium Series, baby. We will be in Columbus next year for sure.
I want to go to that game so bad. I don't know I need a fun nickname for being a Blue Jackets fan.
A jack off. I did see the Oilers 50-50. It is up to $10 million tonight. I do know that. Did you know this? The Oilers have a famously lucrative 50-50.
Yes, I did.
If you watch the Oilers broadcast, you know that because they talk about it a ton. And it does like a lot of good for raising money for, I believe, local, whether it's children's hospitals or just hospitals in general. Their 50-50 is quite the lucrative endeavor. Will you guys be in Winnipeg at any point? I can't imagine.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe. I mean, I'm not opposed.
I'll go anywhere.
Yeah, right. We'll go where the content is. Somebody in the chat says Blue Jackets suck. They do, but the hope is that they won't.
Well, somebody asked why they haven't done Blue Jackets, Red Wings at OSU before for the Winter Classic, and I think that's largely,
where
OSU or Ohio State.
Oh yeah.
But I think that's largely because the Blue Jackets have sucked for the last decade.
Worst part of the Oilers 50-50 is every reporter tweeting, if I win this, someone else has to write my story. That's like bingo card talk.
I like the
Yeah.
Oh, it
can't run an online show in a city with no Wi-Fi.
It is currently at the main raffle jackpot is currently at $9.941 million, with the playoff bonus jackpot being at 4.6. So it is actually $10 million because the entirety of Alberta can play it. You don't have to be at the stadium; you can play online.
Stacey Faye, we will be doing a California trip next year as well. L.A., Anaheim, potentially San Jose. We're doing the West Coast next year. It's kind of crazy how long. Like the vibe of the show in the first half of the year, or I guess like the content of the show in the first half of the year, so significantly different than a lot of the stuff that we did in the second half, and it's essentially by design. So I don't want people or listeners to think that like we've
abandoned
either like lost steam or abandoned what the path of the show was at the beginning of the year. That's kind of by design, and it's probably going to be the same thing next year, where the front half of the season is going to be loaded with like player stuff. I mean, the more goofier
reality is that
content.
Like teams are way more willing, and I think players are way more willing to be fun
in the first half.
Games
Correct.
aren't as serious.
And we did a ton of stuff like before the season and kind of banked it. So that's going to be kind of the same thing that heads into next year. And it's also like somebody made the comment earlier, I think earlier this week, and it may have been FedEx Pope, he was very complimentary about like meeting the moment of the hockey season and having like a good read on the moment. And that's a compliment that I kind of take to heart, because it's something that I want. Like as the hockey games get more important, I want the show to be more about the hockey.
Yeah.
But in the front half of the year, we had a lot of fun just doing some goofy ass shit, getting to know players, getting to know teams and things like that. But we did not lose sight of who we were.
Yeah, hockey is just goofier at the first half. Like when you think about the first half of the season, it was like the Oilers were the worst team in hockey, and now we're watching them in the Stanley Cup. Like, and so like that shit's crazy. Coaches are getting fired. Like random shit's happening.
John Evans, I do want to do like a clip show or like a year in review type episode. It's going to take a lot of work to pour over the. Maybe we'll ask for
outsourcing.
Yeah, maybe we'll outsource it. Maybe we'll crowdsource and ask you what some of your favorite moments were, and we can go back and pull them.
Huh. Flames Nation in the chat saying Panthers Nation.
That checks out.
I respect
that does
that
check
so
out.
much.
I do respect a strong hater. What was one of the most mortifying? Oh, I thought I bought 2 grams of Coke. It was ketamine. Yes, that would sound mortifying.
Oh my God.
Yes.
You're on. You're
Jesus Christ.
I thought you were joking about the ketamine opium comments earlier. I don't think you were. Why do I feel like you need a leash for DJ at Disneyland?
I feel like you need a leash with DJ like anywhere.
Yeah, I was gonna say DJ
Yeah.
definitely has a little.
DJ has big leash energy.
Yeah,
not to
wander
kink
off.
shame.
What happened to Zach Hyman? Like other than him disappearing? Or did
Yeah,
something
he's just been
actually
quiet.
happen? But so is the entire.
He's
first
going to
line.
follow Draisaitl's lead. The man's about to hit oil underground. Summer schedule, we don't know yet. DJ doesn't want to talk about it either. It gives him like horrible anxiety to talk about what we might do in the summer. So,
Well, depending on how these next 2 periods go, it might be the summer tomorrow.
it will not be the summer tomorrow, Sean. Shut your fucking mouth.
Yeah, you're right. It doesn't start until June 21st.
Are you you're not allowed to call it the summer until like the actual summer solstice?
No. Well, it's kind of weird because like for me, growing up, summer was just school.
Yeah,
And-
right.
But like in New York, I don't know how it is here. I feel like it, like in Arizona, it's different. But in New York, like school ended 3rd week of June. So like that was the start of the summer, both literally and spiritually.
I'm a subscriber to like if you can wear shorts twice in a week, you're in summer.
I mean, we have been firmly in summer. I've been wearing shorts for the last like 3 weeks.
Exactly.
But
We're in
the
summer.
thing is like
it is summer right now.
I think there needs to be. I think we need some respect for spring and fall, and I feel like they tend to get overlooked. And I think the weather, like the rain we had yesterday, that's very spring. And I think every once in a while, I feel like it's been a couple of days, but we get a cooler day snuck in there.
That happens in the summer anyway. It
I
rains in the
guess.
summer. You get a cool day every
I
once in a
haven't
while
lived in the
summer.
Northeast in 3 years, so I don't really know. I don't remember what it's like.
It's true.
Like it's summer 365 days. It's summer and then summer extreme in Arizona.
Yeah.
Actually,
DJ's back in the chat. What up?
The first winter I was in Phoenix, it snowed, which was fucking. I was so upset.
You were upset?
Yeah,
Like, it couldn't have snowed that much.
I didn't move to Arizona for it to be fucking cold. Like it was, especially in the first. If it happened the second year, I would have been cool with it. But first year, I walked out of my balcony and there was ice, and I was like, "The fuck is this?" Fall is the best season of all time. It's just so short lived in this part of the country. I feel like.
Mm-hmm. Fall absolutely is the best season. 100%. Cheshire Cat's going on and on about the story about doing ketamine.
Oh, DJ said he's another shirt for me.
Another shirt?
Darnell.
The
Nurse
man is
Scher-
bankrupt.
Darnell Nurse Jersey? Question mark.
This trip is absolutely going to financially ruin DJ.
I'm never going to financially recover from this. Especially
Yo,
if they
there
win
are
this game.
so
Because if they
many
win this
people
game,
in that fan fest.
doesn't he have to go buy a Stuart Skinner jersey? Or was that if they have to go to
he
game
said
6?
if he's going
gonna
back
fly
for
back
game
to
6.
yeah. Which obviously not really happening, I don't think. I'm interested. in what
DJ,
his
we were
shirt is.
talking about some of the trips that we're going to do during next season. I said we're absolutely doing a California trip. Also, a Disneyland Pro Shop Wars
Oh,
would go so
fuck,
hard.
Fucking
Disneyland
right,
Pro
dude.
Shop Wars
Only-
would crush.
I feel like Disney might not let us film in there. Working with the mouse is a little different. We can't. I don't feel like we're gonna have a contact to be like, "Hey, hook us up." But who knows? Yeah, but if we're going on a hockey trip, we're doing Pro Shop Wars because we've done Pro Shop Wars on trips that aren't hockey trips.
Yeah, we did a Super Bowl Pro Shop Wars.
Yeah, if we're at a hockey arena, you think we're going to be at the Anaheim Ducks? Do you think the Ducks and Kings are going to release new jerseys, new branding, and we're not going to do a fucking Pro Shop Wars?
Oh my God. I'm going to be financially ruined when the Ducks and Kings release those jerseys.
My Quentin
Oh,
Byfield.
DJ, update from DJ. By the way, second period underway. Update from DJ. I believe I'm getting a Stu jersey if they win tonight. Wow. You got to get
Stu
white
Yeah,
jersey?
absolutely. Well, but he's wearing blue.
Huh?
His best performance is him wearing blue, though.
Yeah, but
he's
if
already
he buys the white one, it carries the energy
True.
over
Good
for
point,
for
good
Game
point.
5.
Oh yeah, we do it at Downtown Disney. Don't even have to go inside. The massive Disney store in Downtown Disney is crazy. I love Disney so much. I always say,
Disneyland with Frank Vetrano.
I thought about that. I was like,
very, very confident that we could make that happen. Not
get a
only
player.
because we are friends with Frank Vetrano, but also because Mike Hammer, friends with Frank Vetrano, and Mike Hammer loves Disneyland.
Disney, yeah.
He fucking loves Disneyland. Doing Disneyland with Vetrano and Hammer would be incredible stuff.
I famously am like terrified.
I did a Pro Shop Wars at Tim Hortons yesterday.
Dude, I would fuck up my Pro Shop. The hall at Pro Shop or at a Tim Hortons Pro Shop Wars is a 40-pack of birthday cake Timbits, and that's it. Downtown Disney is the area outside of the actual park. There's like shops and stuff outside of the 2 parks that are actually at Disneyland.
I love Disney so much.
Disney is I always say,
you hate the mouse, you love Disney.
I am as close to a Disney adult as you can be without actually being a Disney adult. Like there is a line.
Hammer's a Disney adult. I think he has the year pass or whatever it is where you can just go whenever you want.
Like if you live near Disneyland, like there's so much shit to do there that like I would totally go all the time. I don't think going to Disneyland makes you a Disney adult. It's your behavior when you're there that makes you a Disney adult. Like if you're like
that's fair.
If you're new ears every time you're there, and like you got those crazy ass $800 backpacks that they have and all that kind of shit. You're
doing a Pro Shop Wars at Disney World, and it's just me getting hammered at like drinking around the world at Epcot would be so funny.
My haul, frozen margarita from Mexico, and a Sam Adams from
the Oil Boys.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! Connor McDavid on the board with a goal.
Oh, it might be over.
Play. What we got?
Listen, everybody knows.
I'm about to send a psychotic
I'm Team Printino.
Wow, man. The Panthers might be cooked.
Panthers are fucked.
If McDavid is alive, the Panthers might be cooked. Like this is exactly. It's starting to get into like exactly what I asked for territory. Like Stu stealing a goal away. Top 6 showing up. Love of your life, not in a good place. So this is a great point. What? Someone said if we go to Minnesota, we should not go to a wild game. Go to a high school tournament. The high school hockey tournament in Minnesota. It's fucking awesome. The kids with all the haircuts.
Yeah.
John said they're unreasonably invested in Pete's DFS. That's huge for the DFS.
We are. The only thing that might fuck us is time on ice.
Yeah.
Just tweeted Gretzky goals in his first Stanley Cup final with the Oilers. 0. McDavid goals in his first Stanley Cup final with the Oilers. 1.
Count them up. They have indeed struck oil. The first 3 games were the part of There Will Be Blood where he is looking for gold or whatever, and he breaks his legs. And now we are in splash around territory.
We are in splash around territory for sure.
Bob is being forced to splash around. I've been to a University of Minnesota hockey game. It was in Phoenix against the Arizona State Sun Devils, and ASU won the game I was at. It was fucking awesome. Cats just want to win it back at home. That's kind of the vibe I got from the Celtics. I was just like, part of me was like, the Celtics are just losing this shit so they don't have to, so they can win it in Boston. Where's our Moss Pit rep? Yeah, I want to know what the vibes from the Moss Pit are right now. Oh, yeah, update the score. Sorry. Love your life. Can they keep this up, though? I mean, I feel like they're up 3. They don't even need to. Bob looking like Magikarp right now. Splash around and find out.
Splash around and find out is so good.
Cheshire Cat still talking about their trip. I went to Mars and came back, they said. Damn, people are really getting on me with
the McDavid goal to the What Chaos Twitter and then provide a link to the stream.
McDavid goal. I don't have a way to like clip things really.
No, just the actual goal.
Oh, like the actual video, yeah. Oh, the goal celebration video. That's what he's saying.
Oh, is that what he's saying?
Yeah, I think so. That I can do.
Oh, yeah. I mean, so we were talking about what would an Oilers win need to look like for you to have faith back in the team? It's exactly this. Like Stu's good. PK,
the top
shorthanded goal. What they
up.
Need, power play goal.
Yeah, and Bob looks like he might be in bad Bob territory.
Power play goal, Draisaitl goal, or Hyman goal.
Yeah, or Warren full goal feeds my family.
How pissed do you think so many members of the media are right now that they have to go back to Florida?
Oh, all of them are very pissed because I think most of them didn't care who won as long as it was over as quickly as possible, and to have a team go up 3-0.
Mm-hmm.
Although I did say I texted Petey after game 2, I believe, and I was like, "Hey, you might get home quick," and he was like, "I think it's going 5." So,
so that's a huge reason why I didn't want to keep doing like the traditional media thing and covering the Cup final wire to wire, just because it makes you feel like such an asshole to be like,
you
all right, don't care about like the quality of the hockey, just get me home as soon as possible, because it burns you out so quick, especially with the distance between these two teams. Like, oh boy, man, they are damn Draisaitl. I wanted that so bad for Draisaitl. Yeah, like I just don't want to be. I don't want to be the guy that's like not rooting for the best quality product. Yeah, Leon's not scoring on. Oh boy, another poorly aged. We got lights. Lights.
Darnell Nurse, are you kidding me?
Oh no, Darnell Nurse.
Darnell Nurse goal.
Darnell Nurse. What is going on? What is going on?
Wow.
I couldn't even get that.
Oh my God.
So much is happening. So much is happening.
That is in a feel-good moment.
Wow. Jeez, can you hear us?
He's gone.
Hey, can you hear me?
I'm Team Printino.
Deej, can you hear me?
Bob.
Oh, did Bob get the hook?
Bob's out, baby.
The Vesna is
Bob
dead.
is out.
The financial investment in Barkov is
Conn Smythe.
well, the financial investment in Barkov, Conn Smythe, yeah. Oh, you mean
You said Vezina.
Oh, that too. He's not winning the Vezina this year either.
He could, but Deej, we had the conversation of what it would need to look like. Like, what would an Oilers win need to look like for you to have faith in the Oilers heading down like the rest of the series? And we were saying it had to be outrageous, and this is outrageous. This is exactly what it would need to look like.
Yeah, absolute ass kicker. And you're probably not monitoring Twitter, but I was just watching Zach Hyman, and I was like, we haven't had a Zach Hyman game. We haven't had a power play game. At some point, that like in the Dallas series, we were like, at some point the power play is going to get going. It got going, and as long as they're getting by until those things start happening, McDavid tonight, Draisaitl a little bit tonight. Darnell's cooking, man. Once Darnell's on your case, you know you're in trouble. I don't think the series is over. It's optimism, but I don't think the series is over. But I before the game, I didn't think the series was over, and I was the only idiot who thought that.
I'm about to get into the meme game real quick.
The meme game?
The meme game. I'm about to cook a meme.
Oh, Pete's gonna try a meme.
I'm about to meme. Lord, forgive me. I'm about to go back to the old me.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, much more boob titsky than Bobrovsky tonight.
Oh man, we got fans taking their shirts off. It's a whole thing.
You deserved this, DJ.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
You do deserve this.
I am. Hold on, my camera might be off while I did that.
It is, but
My bad.
this is like a really my financial investment in Warren Fogle goal seems. I don't know how to feel about it right now because it seems like everyone's getting involved, but I kind of did that because it was not the right people getting involved.
Yeah,
We got jump around.
yeah, they're jumping around. Oh, and now they're doing the thing on the screen where they're showing Florida fans on their phone and then showing what's on their screen. You know that trick?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Is it people like Googling how to kill myself?
Yes, yeah,
That's
Yeah.
what Florida fans are probably Googling right now.
yeah.
Have we seen boobs? Ask the love of your life.
We've seen the other B word that I was called old for saying. Wow. We're seeing boobs from Biz. Biz just took his shirt off and is putting people in a headlock. We have Ryan Whitney in a Ryan Nugent-Hopkins jersey.
Yeah, we were having,
Chat is complimenting my meme. Thank you very much, chat. If you want to check out my meme, head to x.com/Pete Blackburn. It's where you can find all my great content.
well, I said it before the
Can I
show. That's
say-
the only reason I thought the Oilers were going to win is because Dallas won.
Yeah.
I have to say, Biz's body, I'll whisper, Biz's body is incredible.
Yeah, I believe that.
Like, beneath all of that, there's something, man. He's also just like a wonderful person.
Yeah, I
Which is a
had
little
that
annoying.
conversation. My lovely girlfriend Ellen decided to share that she thinks that Biz is super hot, and I was like,
I think he is too.
"Oh, he's a very good-looking person." Don't want to really hear it from Ellen, and I was like, "Yeah, he's very handsome, and he's just like the best guy as well."
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna tap out for a little bit, but man, when you got Darnell on your case.
I cannot believe that
You don't-
Darnell Nurse has scored a goal.
Yeah, I think they might win this series.
Picked a corner. Darnell Nurse picked a corner.
Shout out Olivia for replying on Twitter. Great meme, Pete.
Shout out our creative director at All City, Eric, to be in the chat telling DJ to turn his camera around and getting our YouTube shut down. I don't think that's a. I don't
Wait, he
think we
told
can
me
do-
to.
Yeah, Eric's
What?
in the
Is he
chat being
kidding?
like, DJ, turn your camera around and show us. I don't know. Maybe he was talking about Biz because if you're talking about the game, you're a fed.
No, Sean,
Eric.
your direction on this is very, it's very wise, but also it's very needed. Like, tell
Also-
us when we're about to do something we shouldn't do.
I can't believe that you're like in the arena right now. It looks like you're in like a 14-year-old's gaming cave.
Yeah, kind of gives me the same vibes as the Blue Jackets gaming cave.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I can do a twist.
Just a little 360.
Oh, that arena looks like it's incredible.
Oh, that banner, the Stanley Cup final banner. I didn't even know that was a thing.
It's very good. It is. I mean, when Sean goes to Florida, he'll report on how everything is there. But I like that we're able to go and document who we sending to Florida.
I was about to say, I was like, what? Sean's
One
going to
person
Florida?
has to go to. One person has to go to Florida now.
I will happily go
Go
to
out of
Florida. If you,
pocket.
yeah. I was like, if you guys,
I'm not going to Florida. Fuck off.
if you guys want to pay for me to go to Florida and produce the show yourself.
Dude,
I'll go.
people have been coming up to me, being like, "Is it just you or the other guys there or whatever?" And they always make the same joke. They're like, "Oh, Pete not allowed to cross the border, and I was like, Pete doesn't want to. Like, it's not that he's not allowed to; he doesn't want to.
Yeah, a bunch of people
Put
have
some
asked, like, "Hey,
respect
why
on
did
his
you go to
name.
Edmonton?" And the answer, I just feel like such an asshole, but the answer is just like, didn't wanna.
I mean, it's way more of like a why did I though than like a why didn't all three of us go.
Yeah, that's fair.
It was like because I wanted to. Oh, this is just a good game, boys. This is a good game.
The replies on the meme are killing me. Wow, you know a lot about memes, which is rare for a sports podcast host.
I need to see what this meme is. Hold on, let me look at the meme.
Your number one critic has been praising you for your camera adjustment. So,
Oh, hell yeah.
Chat's got you. You're back on the chats. Or chat's back on your side, I guess.
Also, the conspiracy theorist in me does wonder when you have as like commanding a 3-0 series lead as both of these teams did heading into game 4 with a chance to return home.
That's what I'm saying.
And get some gate revenue for a game 5.
I think the Celtics wanted to win at home.
Well, I'm not even like, I do think the Celtics want to win at home, but I'm more thinking level
Like
above that.
Yeah.
Is there a directive? Would you imagine that a directive ever comes from ownership to be like,
No.
hey, maybe throw this one, fellas?
No, I think the cup is more valuable than a single game, but and even if it was,
I'm
who
just
the fuck's
wondering.
listening to it?
I'm just wondering.
But
These are some real stinkers in a game 4.
I do think there's a little bit of we don't need this energy. Like there's the one team needs to win this game, the other does not.
The conspiracy theorist in me wonders.
Boys, I have huge news.
Yes?
We've got an Oilers power play.
Oh boy.
I love this.
Oh my God, Vladimir Tarasenko.
Also, I love
Vladimir Tarasenko
that
just tried to kill Connor Brown.
I love that you can't cheer for the Oilers in the press box, but they do set off fucking light shows when they get a goddamn power play.
I gotta say, this is the Ox press box, so it's kind of like me and the other failures, and there's kind of no rules in here. Like, it's more my speed.
Teams don't get gate revenue in the playoffs, go straight to the league, I believe. I think that's totally false.
No, because like that's why the Bruins keep on.
Exactly,
You
yeah.
get some playoff gates.
That's absolutely why like ownership groups are, as long as you get to the playoffs and get some gate revenue from the playoffs, they're happy.
Yeah.
Do you think Oliver Ekman-Larsson slashed Connor Brown in the back of the legs because he kind of looks like Connor McDavid?
I was gonna say. I was just gonna say that looks like Connor McDavid.
That was super loud. What the fuck just happened?
I'm sorry, OEL. I thought that was. I'm sorry. I thought that was Tarasenko. That was OEL.
Yeah, that was Oliver Ekman-Larsson.
My bad.
Yeah, I said on the stream the other day with Ryan that I was like, yo, this Oilers team kind of reminds me of the Flyers from like a handful of years ago, where every guy on the roster kind of looks a little bit the same. Oh my God! Oh, they set off the steam.
No. Tough scene.
That's tough. Whoever's on steam duty blew it.
Man,
my night's made. The Oilers are kicking ass. I made a good meme. I might just go to bed for the third period. Costanza it.
I love your meme journey. Like, part of your day is like did a meme, and like everybody is in on it, and
nothing makes me feel like more. Nothing makes me feel like I'm washed and an old man than like I made a meme being part of my day's journey.
Did you see my response to your meme?
I did not.
The premature
I just saw it
ejaculation
replied.
jokes are coming in hot and heavy in the chat.
10x meme. Looks and memes. I'm okay. Nice. Loving the energy on the response to this meme. Now I wish I did like an A- meme to start. So that
you had
like
somewhere to go?
there would be a journey, and like I would love to see like an extremely overly positive reaction and reception to a pretty mediocre meme. That's the power of a live stream. I really do need to see Leon Draisaitl score a goal.
I need to see Warren Fogle score a goal. I also want them to. Damn, I should have.
Steamus Olmark. Nice. Yeah, let's get some. You got Steam Dangle.
Alex Steam.
Alex Steam.
Alexander Steam. Oscar Steam.
Uka Pekka steaming in. For
50-50 draw hitting $12 million. DJ, you play the 50-50 or what?
Yo, yes. So
Did
it
you?
was at $7 million last I checked, and I said that I was going to win it and then return it and say put it towards Leon.
Just here's a year, or here's a year for the. Well, I guess it doesn't work.
Yo,
as well
you
now,
imagine the pro shop wars you could do if you won the fucking 50-50?
That's what Emily said. Also, hockey people stunned that we were not able to sell Pro Shop Wars.
Really?
Yes.
Steven Steamcoast, not bad. Yeah, I'll say this.
Patrick Lestine.
Patrick Lestine, that's nice. That's a nice one. Your Barkov Conn Smythe is in great shape.
Tremendous. The best.
Yes. Oh, also, you know what else is in great shape? Celtics in 5.
You have Celtics in 5?
Yes, and I felt like an asshole after game 1.
Oh, that's right.
I was like, this is not going 5.
It's truly incredible that the Celtics are have a negative point differential in the series.
Sports are weird, man.
I'm very happy that Deej and the other oil men in Edmonton have gotten a party. We haven't even mentioned yet that they had the welcome party last night in Edmonton, which is crazy, crazy. I don't know what else you're supposed to do, but damn.
It's nuts how much, like I've realized, especially this week, how much you and I have the same brain. Like when you deduced that I got the Leon jersey, when I was editing that, I was like, this is fucking incredible. Like when he needs to, he can just like hop into my brain and like exactly right. Like every word that you were saying was right. I said exactly what you just said at the media party last night, where I was like, leave it to the Oilers that they have the welcome party like at the end.
Yeah.
Like they didn't even have time to welcome people before it ended.
That's amazing. I mean, you don't really have much of a choice. Like if you can have it on a Friday night, you have it on a Friday night, and you don't expect to be down 3-0. But damn, that would have been such a tough scene if you had the welcome party on the eve of the series ending.
I'll say it was the best welcome party I've ever been to. It was awesome.
I mean, the fact that people
And
went to
also,
it and were excited about going to it means that it was a good welcome party, because a lot of the time people just don't do that shit.
Yeah, they just, what was I going to say? Every place in Canada has multiple non-alcoholic beers. Massive respect there.
Nice. What's the non-alcoholic beverage of like Canadians? Do they have like Molson Zero? No. I find that most places have a Corona that is non-alcoholic, and
I forget what it's called. It's called like a something breeze or whatever, but it's just non-alcoholic Corona. And I think Sean would like it a lot, actually. Because I know that when Sean has to do a beer, he's like, fine, I'll do like a Mexican one.
Yeah.
Am I correct in saying that?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
huge Corona guy.
I'm not a Corona guy, but I am a Modelo. Oh.
I'll tell you though, I feel bad because my drinking non-alcoholic beers led to multiple instances in which people bought me drinks, not realizing that I would
David
not
kind of getting
take
bullied.
the drink.
Ah.
Yeah.
David was getting forced to splash around there a little bit.
Who was?
McDavid. Kachuk was kind of, he was like
I
on
know.
all
I
fours.
mean, that's
Kachuk
where this
was
game
just-
is going to go in the
Yes.
second half.
If
It's going to be the Panthers being dicks.
Might as well.
Yeah.
If you're going to lose this game, just fucking make them not want to play game 6 or game 5.
Modelo has like the best. Sam Bennett giving shots and McDavid laughing in his face. I love that.
I'll tell you what.
This is so predictable.
I like a
when
lot
did
of this.
Oliver Ekman-Larsson become a fucking shithead? He's been a shithead in this series.
I wish we had just a single good fight in these playoffs. I understand why it doesn't happen, but
My point, Modelo has the best non-alcoholic name potential of any of the beers.
Modelo O.
You could do Modelo O. You could do Modelo No. You got a lot of options.
Modelo 0.0.
Yeah, we're in Panthers asshole hours right now.
What do we have? I think we got a 5-on-3. We have a 2-minute 5-on-3.
Oh boy.
Oh, power play. Get it going. Oh my
Splash
God.
around in
Kachuk
here.
throwing
5 on
like
3.
the forearm shiver to the back of his head. That's
a little-
so we've had the discussion, like,
2-minute
are the
5-on-3.
Panthers
Sorry,
is
can't hear.
okay. We've had the discussion, like, is it overstated how dirty the Panthers are? And for the most part, like, I do think it's a bit overstated. But when shit like this happens and the game gets out of hand, they turn into the biggest dicks in the world. While 5-on-3, they really want an Oilers win. I mean, it's 5-1 already. They don't really need to do much. And when you look at what just happened, they absolutely deserve the 5-on-3. Kachuk was fucking forearm bashing the back of McDavid's head, and Bennett was just pulling him around.
Ooh, they want to go Hyman so badly. Like, easy opportunity to get him going.
I mean, if you can't score on a 2-minute two-man advantage, we may have to just declare the Oilers' power play dead for the rest of the series.
They're PK merchants.
I absolutely hate that the ESPN bug says EDM 2-man advantage instead of just 5-on-3.
Yeah.
Dude, poor Stolars.
I know.
He didn't ask for this.
Draisaitl is just not converting on shots where he normally would. Leon goal? That's another poorly timed take by me.
I mean, you got to keep doing it.
Could be Hyman.
Haven't seen it yet.
Or Leon.
Oh, if it's Hyman, I'm in the money. Still haven't seen it.
Put that shit on. Put that shit on.
Oh, shit.
I think it was Hyman.
I think it was Hyman.
Oh.
Listen, everybody knows.
We'll have to see the replay. Yeah.
I'm Team Printino.
Oilers went down 3 and said, pipeline.
Splash around in there, motherfucker. Yeah, it was Hyman, but
He's gone.
what happened? Oh, he's
left,
gone?
Yeah.
Man, the McDavid time on ice thing is really going to fuck me on that 11X.
So tough. This is crazy, man.
This is wild.
Dude, Chris Knobloch is about to take the fucking biggest victory parade of all
Oh
time.
my God, they might have scored again.
That
DJ
or
calling
another-
back in. I did have a Hyman goal for DJ. I'm going to get boned on an 11X. I put in an 11X, but part of it is a Connor McDavid more than time on ice one. And he's just
23
not.
and a half.
Oh,
I have Hyman goal. I have goal in the first 10 minutes. And I think the last one that I need is like a Bouchard point or something.
You missed it.
Oh, no, it's Barca. That's a different one.
You missed it. I said that they went down 0-3 and said, pipeline.
wait, say that again, Sean?
They went down 0-3 and just said, pipeline.
Yes. Yeah, they're like, this is
They
all
got him
for a reason.
exactly where they wanted him.
Wait, so was it not Hyman's goal? Chat saying it was Nugent's goal.
It looked like Hyman swept it in, but
They kept showing Hyman. In
no,
the,
they
like,
credited Hyman. Hyman
Okay.
assist from Draisaitl on McDavid.
It's funny, though, because 2 seconds before you made a very correct point that I don't know if it was because of when he made that weird pass. It's just like Leon doing a lot of weird shit.
Yeah, he just does not look like himself.
But he
I
got 2
agree.
points today, which is more than you could say for the last 3 games.
Yep.
Dude, I think the Oilers might win this year. Like, I'm starting to get to a place where it's just like, man, every time they lost 3 straight games this year, they went on a win streak of at least 5 games. All the stuff is starting to be like, I'm unsettled if I'm a Panthers fan.
Oh man, I did not see this coming.
Sean, is that true?
Is what true? Oh yeah, they've 3 times this year they lost 3 straight games, I believe, and they had at least a 5-game win streak after all of them.
Really?
Yes, I saw that graphic earlier.
So,
like the 18-game win streak, I believe, was after losing 3 straight. They had a 5-game win streak after losing 3 straight, and there was another one at some point that was in between 3 and 18. I don't remember what it was.
I don't know what the phrasing is, but after this game or tomorrow, that's a social graphic, brother.
Well, it was a
I'm sharing
graphic
the
they
hell
put
out
on
of that.
ESPN. It was like a
Still worth it, I
broadcast
think.
graphic. I'd have to find it. I don't remember the exact. I don't remember like where I saw it or the exact information.
Man, if I'd have known that, I would have gotten 2 Stu jerseys.
I didn't see that until the game had started, or else I would have made different financial investments.
Oh yeah.
You found it?
Yeah, after losing 3 straight games under Chris Knobloch, November 24th to December 12th, 8-0. December 21st to January 7th, 16-0. February 26th to March 5th, 5-0. Damn. One of the responses, I've seen enough, playing the parade.
You just don't hear those canvas blocks. I forgot to take them off.
I did not. I mean, I did put in the doc yesterday. Like the Oilers have had three separate 4+ game win streaks this season. I did not realize
They were
that
all
each
after
one of them
3-game
came
losing
after
streaks.
losing 3 straight games.
That is crazy. I mean, I had said it before. I said it earlier. Like, the part of that Knobloch presser that was true is that like this team won 18 straight games at one point, and I know it's the playoffs, but they're obviously capable of being fucking dominant for long stretches of time.
Oh, Sean, yesterday I was hammering with people that the Oilers went on a 16-game win streak against more difficult competition, and it was met with, what do you mean? Well, just those teams are better. It was harder.
You mean the games against like the Chicago Blackhawks and Columbus
Yes,
Blue
like
Jackets?
they were all against the Blackhawks and the Predators.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those teams were all really hot at the time.
Stacy asked, do any of the Oilers have multiple assists tonight? Connor McDavid does.
McDavid
Or no, Leon
does, yeah.
Draisaitl does as well.
Draisaitl
and McDavid.
as God intended.
So, DJ, I said this earlier, and
And Hyman.
it's going to remain the same after this game. But normally throughout the course of a series, all the games blend together and I kind of like lose track of like what's what. So far through 4 games, there is no potential of that happening because each one of the games has been so fucking different and so identifiable, even from a zoomed out perspective. So, like, it is going to be so easy to remember what happened in what specific game.
Yeah, like if this series goes, let's say 6 games, it deserves a DVD, not even for like a Stanley Cup Champions DVD. There's just like a DVD about like each thing in each game. Because now, especially after this, there's shit with the Panthers getting dirty and getting whatever. And have they gotten to Bob and all of these kind of first takey type of narratives. Yeah, today, this was definitely the most storyline-y game. Maybe? I don't know. There have been some storyline-y games this series.
We just had, they just showed on ESPN, there was like 4 guys, 4 dudes in like hazmat suits, and they wrote on them rat control. So they dressed up as like exterminators.
And they wrote what? Oh, yeah, I saw those.
Oh, you saw those guys? Yeah. It's people just like, it's incredible, the crowd in Edmonton. It's all jerseys or people dressing up like themed costume night.
They're incredible. Boys, can we do... sorry, it's getting loud.
Yes?
Hold on.
Here you go.
Connor McDavid just tied Wayne Gretzky for the most assists in a single postseason all time. 31 assists in a single playoff run. That's pretty wild.
That's cool, I guess. Doesn't really matter if they don't win 3 more. I'm so upset, mainly because I still think the Panthers are going to win the series, and my revenge tour on Chris Knobloch is dead. Can't really hit him with the 4 straight losses type of deal. So that's one thing, because like I do think the Panthers are a better team, but the Panthers are definitely the team. The Oilers, like I don't think the Panthers are capable of coming back from a lead like this, where if it was the Oilers, I probably still wouldn't think it, but not with 5 goals. But like if the Oilers were down, I wouldn't be like, okay, this game's over. Well, I guess I probably would just based on how the rest of the series is gone, but the goal officially got changed to RNH.
Oh, did it?
Yes, it did. So it's from Leon Draisaitl and Connor McDavid. Oh, so they still do have the assist. I guess Hyman didn't touch it at all. Dude.
I'm just, I'm having a hard time wrapping my head around how it can swing this heavily.
Yeah.
Like, they're getting so many rush opportunities in this game.
I mean, I really do think there is something to be said for the fact that Florida didn't need to win this game. Like it is, I have a hard time believing it's possible. Like you could bring yourself to match the mentality that the Edmonton Oilers have to have going into this game, where it's like do or die. And I think it's really hard to keep that mentality up for 4 straight games, which is why even if they win this game, I'm not that concerned. And B, I think losing this game ends up being a wake up call. And I think this Russian motherfucker is going to be like, I think he might go God mode next game if he has to. Battery's just cooked now.
It's crazy, man.
Is McDavid good, though?
It's hard to
McDavid
wrap your head
definitely
around
being back
that kind of stuff. You do often see, though, like a team that does have the opportunity to close out, especially with like a 3-0 lead in a championship, like final round. Something gets between the ears a lot, where it's like whether it's like the jitters or whether it's the other side just feeling so desperate.
Yeah.
That it's hard to match.
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine what it's like going into this game being like, we're 60 minutes away from realizing our childhood dreams.
Yeah. And I think like probably when you chunk it like in that game 4.
Yeah.
that's something like kind of
Clicks
like
in you,
exits you, and then you get to restart.
Yeah, you're not.
in
You
game
go into the
5.
next game being like, okay, I know we can win the cup, but that was the case last time. So like, that feeling is not as intense.
If the Oilers win game 5, then you're talking about holy shit.
Then I'm making very different financial investments.
But I mean, this is absolutely what the Oilers needed here.
Yeah, it was interesting. It makes sense when you think about it, but like the potential return on investment for Conn Smythe investments was McDavid was still the 3rd highest, and Bouchard was 4th. Obviously, Bob and Barkey were the top 2, but
I do remember that with the Avs, that Friday night in Colorado for game 5, they were so nervous in that game. And then back in Tampa, it was like, oh shit, this is the team that we saw throughout most of the playoffs. So I definitely think there is like the first clinch opportunity jitters that exists in a game like this. If it goes to 7, whole show's got to go to Florida. Honestly, I would.
I would too.
I would for game 7.
Shit, we could drive down there. Make that it'd be a terrible, but
You say we could drive there?
I drove from
That would be content.
we'd
be so gassed by the time we got there though.
Oh, 100%. I drove from Lubbock, Texas to Buffalo, New York in a single day.
Oh
like
my God.
In one nonstop trip.
Ugh.
Because I was planning on going to like Columbus or something like that, and then I got to Columbus and I was like, fuck this, I'm just gonna finish it.
We could do a car cast.
Yeah.
Steal 32 thoughts. Look at that. Brady Tkachuk.
Flew all the way from Ottawa.
Flew to Ottawa, from Ottawa to Edmonton, only to
Just have to fly to Florida.
Only to watch this fucking shit.
Although, like, let's be real. Who wants this series to end in Edmonton? Because even the Oilers got to be like, you know what sounds pretty fucking awesome?
Elbow
Stanley
room.
Cup celebration in South Beach.
Yeah. Oh man, doing a live stream like on a drive to Florida would be unbelievable.
Oh boy.
All right, we are done with the second period. That got out of hand really quickly.
Yeah.
What was the final score, or what was the score after the first period? 3-1?
3-1, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, 3-1.
Brady does look very sober.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta make sense though. You gotta pace yourself. If you're coming into this being like, I'm getting ready to celebrate with my brother afterwards, like you stay sober the whole game, so you're getting drunk together. Oh my God! If I'm a Senators fan though, I am so afraid of the Brady Tkachuk celebration scenes when they win. Like that's gonna be so tough to watch. Like I know it's his brother and everything, but watching one of your guys get a taste of what it's like to win
and then
in a season where everyone's like, are they gonna trade him and everything?
It's also it's weird that like Brady got bullied out of wearing
his
Matthews
Panthers
team's gear.
Yeah.
Like he got bullied out of doing that. It's very clear that he's now just wearing like neutral colors.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess also we'll see what he does in Florida. Like, he probably didn't need the extra attention of wearing a Oilers or a Panthers jersey here.
Moss Pit looks alive.
Oh boy, yeah, it does.
Also, that place is going to be a fucking mob scene tonight.
Yeah, it's also awesome. Like the
Saturday
opposite
night.
of what I said after Game 3, where it's sunny there very late.
Yeah. That's gonna be a treat tonight.
After Game 3, I was like, that's the worst thing possible. Like I need the cover of darkness. Here, if you walk out of a Game 4, do or die win, and the sun's still shining, absolutely. Someone asked what jersey I'm wearing, and I am wearing a blank 2023 Eastern Conference All-Star jersey.
Second period, Oilers doubled their goals and Panthers quadrupled their penalty minutes.
That's a crazy stat. Someone said, Stacey said, hello and welcome to the What Chaos vlog channel. We're on our way to Florida for the Stanley Cup Finals. Click like and subscribe. This video was brought to you by Dots, the car snack of the future. That is the problem with Dots. The one thing I will say with Dots as far as a car snack is they flavor blast the shit out of those pretzels. So you're getting a little like Cheeto fingers. So it's not a great, if you're the driver, not ideal. I'm a big almond road trip snack. We need a gas station. Best part of working in Phoenix when we had that Special K sponsorship. If anybody is here from Phoenix, we had like a snack cart in our studio. It was fucking awesome. I appreciate you, Denny. I appreciate the correction. Mistake is what it is, but I appreciate the correction. The cover art, because I was thinking about it, like DJ after game 3, he was like sending us pictures of what it looked like afterwards, and it's like sun's still fully out, and it's just like, especially after game 3, how depressing that was. Like, I don't want anyone seeing my face. Chopsticks for Dots. Chopsticks need to be used for more things. Circle K goes crazy, man. Everyone knows what I'm talking about. Bucky's Pro Shop. I've never been to a Bucky's. I was born in Texas, and I've never been to a Bucky's. Well, I guess I don't know that. As an adult, I've never been to a Bucky's. Sheets, never been to a Sheets or a Wawa either. Yeah, I was big. Circle K definitely won the gas station wars for me. I don't know if anybody here knows. Cumberland Farms. Well, back in Buffalo, if anybody is here from Buffalo and you remember like 15 years ago, Wilson Farms, that shit hit, and then it got bought out by 7-Eleven. Favorite gas station snack? See, when I'm getting gas station snacks, I'm either one of two things: about to go on a road trip or incredibly high, which means I'm buying like a very diverse set of things. Candy, I'm always going peach rings. Peach rings are the best candy of all time. Best American candy of all time. The best candy of all time is...
Panthers don't deserve any placement.
They don't. They've got demoted. So I'm a big peach ring guy for the candy. But as far as like a road trip snack, I go like lightly salted almonds because I don't want anything too dirty, and I don't want anything that's gonna make me feel like shit while I'm trying to drive everywhere. So I do like a Holly with the fucking Wilson Farms. I remember Wilson Farms was the shit, dude. But yeah, almonds on road trips for sure. I'm actually like a very responsible road tripper. Like, I really ever just do water and nuts and then coffee if I need it. Although I will say, when I eat, it's like McDonald's every time.
Oh yeah, well you have to.
Fast food on road trips is the fucking best.
Beef jerky on road trips, guy.
Oh yeah, beef jerky is a solid one.
Also, we need to do something about the price of beef jerky. There's no way it needs to be that expensive.
Is it skyrocket? Has it skyrocketed?
It's like $19
Damn.
for a bag of beef jerky.
Damn. I mean, I like beef jerky, but I'm not buying it.
Twizzlers are a good road snack. There's no mess.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing for me on a road trip is I don't want anything to make me feel like complete shit, and I don't want it to be dirty. Which is why I would say like Dots, not a great road trip snack because they coat they coat your fingers.
Honestly, not a great live stream snack either when I'm trying to write, type,
not
things
a great.
Like that.
Honestly, very inconvenient snack. They're delicious, so it's worth it. But like trying to game when you're eating Dots,
oh no,
impossible. Trying to think what else. Yeah, I'm a huge almond guy. I love pistachios too, but you can't pistachio and drive. Favorite roller item? It's obvious. It's a chicken tornado, taquito like easily. Chicken tornadoes are fucking goated.
What's roller?
Like the hot rollers at like a 7-Eleven or something. Trying to think. Yeah, I rarely ever buy chips. Like if I want something to fill that thing, I'm usually getting like Cheez-Its or something. Huge Cheez-It guy. Like Cheez-Its and Goldfish. Fucking goes crazy. Oh yeah, it was very funny, Stacy. I appreciated the car snack of the future.
I will
You can
say,
buy shelled pistachios. That is true.
I think the best dots is the honey mustard.
I agree. They flavor best. They're so good, man. You can buy. I love seeds too. If I have a spit cup, especially if I'm driving alone. The big cheese it from Taco Bell. No, I haven't had Taco Bell in a minute. They don't really.
That like giant ass cheese it.
I don't. Who asked for it though? Like it seems so. Like I feel like the flavors within a Taco Bell thing are too overpowering for you to actually taste the cheese it, and then it just becomes like a giant soggy thing in the middle that's like not different than an actual.
Well, is it
crunch wrap?
Is it like? I thought it was just its own thing. I thought it was just a giant oversized cheese it.
So like they have crunch wraps.
Oh really?
It's a crunch wrap where like normally they would have a tortilla in the middle of it. It's just a giant cheese it instead.
Weird.
Which yeah, exactly. Like I feel like it would just get really soggy and you wouldn't be able to actually taste the cheese it. Still good, I'm guess. But I'm also when I go cheese it, I go white or like the white cheddar ones or the Parmesan ones. Or
I'm an
whatever
extra toasty guy.
Cheeses and cherries are beach snacks.
Somebody said, anybody missing NBC coverage? No, but I am missing TNT coverage.
Yeah, we also, like, if I'm being honest, I'm not really paying any attention to the coverage. I'm not really paying any attention to the intermission stuff during the Stanley Cup because we've been doing this.
Yeah. Sarah Nurse.
They make a box of Lars Cheez-Its. I love
Sarah Nurse going wild.
Yeah, I mean, big ups for Cuzzo. I also, for those that don't know, am allergic to most nuts with the exception of almonds and pistachios, which I love, which is very
really
the discovery process of that though was like sometimes I just have a strike of boldness and I'm just like fuck it, we'll find out one way or another.
Check it.
Yeah, and I remember the first time I had almonds and the first time I had pistachios very vividly, and I was like fuck it, if this ruins my day, it ruins my day, and they didn't.
They also have a loaded giant Cheez-It. That's what I thought.
Oh, they do have just like
just a giant Cheez-It, yeah.
White cheddar Cheez-Its are shit, dude.
Anybody that's here, we haven't done a like spike yet. So if you're in the chat, please hit that thumbs up right below the video player. Hit that like button. Let's see how many likes we can get on the stream. Appreciate everybody for being here. This is a wild game.
Yeah.
Also, DJ, assuming that we are not in store for a horrific third period, which would be quite possibly the funniest way for the Oilers season to end, by giving up like 6 goals in the third period.
I mean,
it's not out of the realm of possibility with these assholes.
I mean, if Stu is on some real asshole shit in the third period, like if Stu gives us like a really bad goal early in the third period, I think things get a little tight up in Edmonton. You got to sit in an emergency room parking lot while you try to manage. See, the thing with me, though, is that, like, my nut allergy is not extreme. Like, I've had walnuts before where I just, like, kind of break out in hives. I take a Benadryl and I'm fine. So it's not, like, life or death. It just ruins my shit. Like, it just ruins my entire day. Because I either have to, like, it, like, makes it unbearable. And then I have to take high-powered Benadryl so that I pass out. Do you just get sick? Yeah, basically, like when I have nuts, my throat and tongue start to get really itchy. The worst reaction I've ever had, my tongue and throat got itchy. I broke out in hives a little bit, and then I just took a Benadryl and went to sleep for a while, and I woke up and I was fine.
I meant to say DJ will be on the stream for Tuesday's Game 5.
Unless he wants a 50-50, and then he might quit.
Yeah. I mean, I bet if DJ won the 50-50, he would not quit the show. The show would just get way cooler.
Oh, get way better. We are doing the rest of the show in Florida. Like Game 6 is in Florida.
Somebody also said, did DJ buy into the 50-50? He did. Yep. He bought into the 50-50 when it was like $7 million. It needs a millionaire. DJ becoming a multi-millionaire because of the Oilers 50-50 would be like the most poetic thing ever.
Yes.
And it would also be incredible because there's that person that keeps commenting on all our YouTube videos being like,
rich boys.
These guys have such rich boy energy. That I would just credit that person with manifesting us becoming millionaires. And I say us becoming millionaires because If DJ wins the 50-50 at Game 4 in Edmonton, I feel like he owes us some money.
At least
because
some jerseys.
the show propelled him
Yeah.
to Edmonton for this purpose. So there would have to be a discussion about, like, do you divvy that up?
See, I'm a little afraid of DJ winning the 50-50 because I don't really understand how it works as somebody who is leaving, is not from Canada and is leaving tomorrow. Like, how does he claim that money?
That's a good point.
I'm a little worried about that. Are Canadian taxes lower than the States? I believe it is quite the opposite. I think Canada is quite.
I think somebody said though that, like, if you're there, you can buy it, and if you're a resident of Alberta, you can buy it online.
That makes sense because they're not checking IDs when you buy the tickets. Yeah, I have a pretty good feeling that we would be doing some pretty crazy shit in the immediate future if DJ won.
Do you just? But like, what do you think his agreement on the split of the 50-50 winnings would be? Or would he just give us like a couple $1 million each?
So let's say he wins $15 million after taxes. It goes down to like 10 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fine with one. Just give me $1 million. Like, give me one. I mean, I honestly wouldn't expect him to, like, realistically give me any money.
Oh, something like that is tax free.
Wow, that's not how it works in the United States.
Wow.
That's crazy. That seems like what the fuck is the point then? That's not lottery. Like, it's like Canada gains nothing from that then.
I'm going to ask.
That's ridiculous.
I'm going to ask DJ what his plan would be, what his split would be.
I think, because I feel like for him, he would be like, we're just going to invest in the show. Like, he wouldn't even, I mean, he obviously spent some of it on himself, but like, we're going to, I think we hit every stadium, like every team this year, if he were to win that money. The jersey collection would go off the fucking walls.
Oh my God.
I think you know what I honestly think he would do? I think he would hire another person.
He would definitely would.
I think 100% he would hire another person.
I know exactly who he would hire too. I'm not going to say it, but I know exactly who he would hire, and it would be a very smart hire.
I wouldn't complain about it. I don't even know who you're talking about, to be honest, but I wouldn't complain about extra set of hands, that's for sure.
Yeah, I definitely want to hire somebody.
Because, like, you set aside $1 million, you have somebody for a couple of years. Like, I mean, for a while. For a while, yeah.
The David Bean Edmonton Oilers Pro Shop.
So half the money goes.
He would buy the name. He would buy the naming rights to the Oilers Pro Shop.
Pop quiz. He said DJ. So it is a good point. I didn't think about the fact that it gets split in half. The 15 million isn't what he was winning. It's the whole total jackpot. But still,
true. So he would win.
He would win like
7.5.
Yeah. So like, say it's 5.5 after tax. Whatever. Still, that's a decent amount of money. What was he going to say? I would be so genuinely upset at DJ if he paid off a Whatnot student debt before he paid off mine. Like, I would take that a little personal.
What kind of student debt you looking at?
Oh my God.
No.
The question is what kind of student debt are my children looking at?
Oh no,
because I'm dying with that shit. Or Uncle Joe, pull through, cancel some of it, por favor.
Has any of it been forgiven?
I don't fucking know anymore. I don't know what's going on. The tax systems or the student loan like servicers are so fucked. The website doesn't work half the time. I don't think I personally apply for any of it, which I could really use. If anybody wants to pay off my student debt, I just need to meet a really generous celebrity at some point. There was a stretch of time where I considered tweeting at Elon Musk every day because I could see Elon Musk being the kind of person who was just like one of these days being like, fuck it, here's $1 million. Wouldn't even notice it. That is true. I should just fake my death, man.
Huh?
If only I didn't do something so public. Just fake my death and skip out of that student debt.
Just start an OnlyFans.
I don't know if
You know the Whatnots would support your OnlyFans.
I'll think about it.
If you die, does your student debt get canceled? Does it transfer to your children?
I don't really know. Water Snob said they went to a semester and a half of law school and it fucked me for life. Buddy, I went to the most expensive private school in the country 17-year-olds, 18-year-olds should not be allowed to sign up for student debt or sign up for the military. Side note. So I did that, and then I was like, you know what I need? More school. So then I moved across the country and went to grad school for a year and a half.
Chat's supporting the OnlyFans idea.
Dude, if anybody wants feet pics, I will send them in a heartbeat. That has always been my thing, is like, they're my fucking feet, dude. I'll sell that shit for $10 a pop.
100%.
Are you kidding me?
If anybody wants my feet pics, they are also for sale.
They're so for sale.
They could not be more for sale.
Someone said Sean Twitch career win. As soon as I get a fucking PC, I'd love to be a streamer.
I'm gonna be a streamer this summer. I've said that before, but I'm doing it again this summer.
I mean, when NCAA football comes out,
I don't even know
playing that
if I am gonna stream that game.
I definitely will do some. I'll definitely stream some of it.
That means that I have to move my PlayStation like 6 feet across the room to my computer. And I don't feel like doing that. If it was on PC, I would do it.
That's fair. I'm in grad school right now. Don't do it. Yeah, the only reason I went to grad school is because I ended up kind of changing my career. Because if you go to grad school for journalism, as somebody who went to undergrad for journalism, you're just a
you
person.
Love wasting money.
You love throwing away money. So yeah, the only reason I did it is because I was trying to make a pretty drastic career switch, and so I kind of had to go to school again. And hey, student debt, like it is paralyzing, sure, but also I wouldn't change anything. Like it got me to a place that I'm very happy with.
Oh, what nuts do need to be introduced to marbles? We are running back marbles this summer. I don't know if it's going to be Friday nights because it's going to be tough to give up Friday nights during the summer.
Yeah, fair.
But maybe some weekday night marbles. Thursday night marbles. Thursday's close enough to the weekend,
especially in the summer.
Yeah.
Find a sexy ass dude. I would do anything. I would take a sugar mama so
yeah. We got any
quickly.
Sugar mamas in chat?
So quickly, like I'll do anything. Nothing's off the table.
Sean has no boundaries.
No boundaries. I'll do it for fucking Billie Eilish tickets. Those shits are expensive. Even on Game Time, it's like $450 to get in the door at the Garden for Billie Eilish this fall.
Monday night marbles.
Monday night marbles rolls off the top.
I don't want to celebrate. Oh, you said it's okay to celebrate your unemployment because you like knew that it was coming, right? I don't want to celebrate anybody's unemployment unless it's a.
Don't celebrate the unemployment. Celebrate the free time.
A fun employment, yeah.
Fourth line. I will be. Yeah, I'll be somebody. Like I'll take a sugar daddy too. If you're paying them, if you're the price might go up a little bit.
Month.
It might go up a little bit, but I do have a price. Honestly, the older the better. Because if I can get into the will, then we're set.
You can make Friday Night Marbles into a social event with your IRL friends.
You can celebrate.
I don't think that I could sell Ellen on that.
Monday Night Marbles rolls off the tongue so well.
Monday Night Marbles does roll off the tongue. And if people can get up for like Monday Night Football, they can get up for Monday Night Marbles. QP, we will be gaming quite a bit this summer. That is for sure. It's just a question of what we will play.
Olivia said, you could say with enough money, one could buy Sean. BI. You could listen. It could be friends. It could be literally anything. With the price will change depending on what it is, but there is
a couple of money chances for the Oilers on PK.
No, Stu is just belly down on the ice.
We can do one IRL marbles. Yeah, we can do that. We especially my new office setup has a couch right in the background. So my new office is electric. I'm very excited about it.
Background couch is the dream.
So my take for Twitch streamers is always that, and I think I said this to you, if you have your bed in your background, it means you're poor.
Yes.
And I think I said that to you.
Yeah, you did.
You have your bed
said it. You said it without referencing me specifically, and I was like, "Well."
Oh, that's right. And you're like, "What the fuck?"
And you were like, "Well."
Yeah. My take was always, if you
have
have your bed in your background of your Twitch stream, you're poor. If you have a couch in the background of your Twitch stream, you're rich.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
So,
how much money do I need to become a Habs fan?
Home office, go Burr. Okay, so to answer the DJ 50-50 question, he said, I would definitely invest in the show. Space, a lot. Space, Sean would be rich. It is kind of a full circle moment, though, for that the couch in the background of the Twitch stream, because the Twitch stream bought that couch.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, the Twitch stream, with all the sub money, we bought a very nice couch, and now it will be in the background of my Twitch stream.
Read, not out loud, but read the text that DJ just sent us. It's very funny. Also, the Saudis, I'm not messing with the Saudis. I'm not taking Saudi money. They chop people up. Literally. Like, I'm not taking Saudi money.
God damn, I'm so jealous of DJ now.
I'd take Saudi money, actually. I'd take it. So, like, they got so much money, man.
Damn, I'm so jealous now. I went from being not a smidge jealous after game 3 that he was in Edmonton to now being the most jealous person in the world. The stories that he is going to have when he shows up for Monday's episode are probably not going to exist because he's not going to be able to tell them on the podcast. But the man is going to have stories that are going to stay off the record.
Look at the text he just sent us. I would not join Liv, no. I'm a PGA guy. I stand for something. Dude, I would love a 40-year-old woman. Like, in all the right ways. No, we're not jealous of DJ theoretically winning the 50-50 because I think it's he eats, we all eat kind of situation.
Emily Kaplan is absolutely crushing tonight.
I am Emily Kaplan. Yeah, she is getting it done.
Ellen's couch, Rachel's Peloton, Stan's PC, a second Stan PC. Yeah, the Twitch chat and Friday Night Marbles bought a lot of shit.
There's just I'm jealous of the stories of DJ. There's just so much it would have been awesome to just be a fly on the wall for. Man. The problem, I'm in like a weird situation with streaming where like it would be way easier to stream if I got a PC, but I think streaming is the only path to me getting a PC.
What, to getting a PC?
Yeah.
I have a PC, a second PC that I could sell or lend you for your streaming purposes if Ellen allows it, because I technically gave it to her, but she hasn't used it since I've given it to her. So we could be in business this summer.
I mean,
a second stand PC has hit the stream.
I was talking about. Well, no, I'm not going to get into it. What I was saying to you before the show, I've seen way too much of that stuff. My
Twitter for you timeline now is nudity and 9/11 jokes.
The problem with
that's
like,
what it is.
This like the state of memes is that the point of memes now is to just keep you on your toes, and so you'll be watching something that has nothing to do with anything, and then all of a sudden the second plane is hit. And you're like, what the fuck is going on? I didn't sign up to watch this. And to a certain extent, it's desensitized me because it was a lot more upsetting to me when I was younger. But like, Jesus.
I've seen so many 9/11 jokes. I saw a Osama bin Laden tattoo on my timeline today. Some wild shit going on.
There's so many people in this world that are just fucking crazy.
That is the perfect for you page. It's just nudity and 9/11. That's all it is. So tomorrow is a no NBA Finals, no Stanley Cup Final day.
So
It's Father's
Day.
Day. They're respecting the dads. I think I'm going to go see Furiosa if I can.
You know who's not respecting the dads? Which I kind of love? The W. They're just playing games tomorrow. Like, actually, I think Angel Reese and
Someone
Caitlin
call
Clark,
that fatherless behavior.
Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark are playing, and they're like, this isn't for the men. We're doing our shit still. Your school was showing you 9/11 clips?
What?
My school was not. Most certainly was not.
Yeah, the worst. There's a lot of talk about like the worst things that have happened under Elon's Twitter. The number one clear answer is the replies section.
Yeah.
The replies section used to be the best part of Twitter, where you would click in and then that's where all the gold content would be. And now it's just a bunch of fucking bullshit and these like automated accounts that tweet shit that's completely unrelated to whatever the original contents, whatever the original post's content is. And it kills me.
Yeah. Father's Day is for base. That's a good point. I love a good pink and blue hat. The pink and blue hats for Mother's Day and Father's Day. Brother, I saw 9/11 live in school. 9/11, fun fact, my great-grandma's funeral. So that was a crazy morning.
Jesus.
I don't remember ever watching any 9/11 stuff in school.
You
Like,
see the DJ's texts? Your school made you listen to the phone calls?
That's
Jesus
crazy.
Christ.
Yeah, I don't think any of that happened. Not around. I grew up in New York too. Obviously not the city, upstate, but.
Did you go to school at like Abu Ghraib? All right. All the Oilers need to do, 13 minutes left in the game. All they need to do is escape without somebody getting killed.
Oh, damn, Rachel.
Yeah, that's dark.
All right.
They did not tell me at my school. I found out when I got home.
I was not in school yet. Yeah, I was not in school yet. I was 3.
The Panthers are getting beaten so badly, we pivoted to 9/11.
It's
It's true. Like
we are in that situation.
There's really not much worth watching in this third period, unless some crazy shit happens.
What the fuck is happening in the chat, dude? Emily, Jesus Christ!
What?
The teacher who was playing phone calls of 9/11 is an insane teacher who was no longer employed, and goes on to say, teacher who played the calls later killed his own pet.
Oh my God!
That person needs to be locked up.
Instructing our youth.
Yeah. You know, Lark. That's great. Never thought about that. That's a very important. That's very. If your birthday is June 20 or 2002, I have some questions for your parents.
June 22?
June 2002.
Oh, yeah. The Oilers PK unit has had an incredible amount of chances in this game.
This is I think the wildest the chat has been between the Cheshire Cat's drug stories early on. And
Well,
now
it is our first Saturday night stream.
True.
Wait, no, that's not true. Game one was Saturday night. Saturday night, Oilers fucking kicking ass. It all makes sense. It's lining up. Jesus, the love of your life.
God damn it. I mean, I had my elementary school was never my teacher, but my elementary school did have a teacher get arrested while I was there for some online chat room behavior. I'll leave it at that.
I had a teacher at my high school who was arrested for molesting kids and then killed himself before he hit trial.
Fucking coward.
It's tough.
Yeah. I think my high school was, for a private Catholic all-boys school, very little shenanigans as far as I knew.
Oilers PK merchants. DJ just dropped. I love to think the DJ was just hovering in the chat, just waiting out the 9/11 talk to then drop in Oilers PK merchants. Hello, Power Play Deej. How much of the chat have you caught in like the last 15 minutes?
Not much. I've been, I have had one headphone in, but I haven't really been paying attention. Not out of lack of interest, out of more interest in what's in front of me.
What are your thoughts on 9/11?
Anti.
Very anti. Yeah, I was always against it.
Have you ever seen that? That
Big
skit?
Sick? Oh, yeah.
Not skit, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, that scene. Kumail Nanjiani famously said that that movie was built around that joke.
Yeah.
The joke landed. It was very good.
It certainly did.
We lost 16 of our best people.
Unlike those planes.
Well, you could say they landed.
I don't think they landed.
Just not in a traditional sense.
Very underrated song by Ben Folds, Solo, is Landed.
It's Jeremy in the chat.
Buck
What was
Monster.
the incident during your Stanley Cup final?
I don't think I'm gonna.
Oh, shoot! Oh man, I just missed it. There was like an Oilers chain thing that was going around the lights. You know that like light ring they have at arenas?
Yeah.
It was like lit up, but it was an orange chain with Oilers stuff on it with a blue backdrop. It was sick. So another thing that we inspired.
Yeah, we got a Harmony Hall in the chat. Let's go.
Oh, why did somebody say that?
No, that's their name.
Oh, what a song. What a song. One of my favorites.
9/11 is an F- slate grade.
That is not great TV.
It is a bad slate.
No, that was like the worst slate. Nothing else was on TV. No variety. No variety
at all.
That day. I vividly remember I was watching an R. Kelly music video because it was the last thing that didn't have that programming on. And in the middle of the song, it cut to, like, they were like, no, we got to do 9/11 too.
And somehow that's not the worst thing that R. Kelly's music has been associated with.
Correct.
Cheshire Cat has been singing your praises ever since originally criticizing.
Oh my God, Stu! I forgot him in the press box.
Impressive's impressive.
I'm excited to see if that's a good oh my God or a bad oh my God. I'm assuming it's good.
I mean, can you hear?
No.
Like, can you hear the crowd?
I mean, I could hear the crowd, but that could signify
You never know.
different things.
Great turnover.
Oh, yeah.
Grow. Ugh. Stu.
All right.
Uh-oh. Getting chippy.
Yeah, man. Like, I know
Stu's
I know
cooking.
it's not fun for everyone, but he's a good player. Like, I know it's not a fun storyline, but Stu is a good player.
I'm
Sometimes
very
you
interested to
need a
see
really
what
good
Petey
player.
has to say after this game. Because Petey was the one that's saying they need to make some big saves. And he's did that.
I don't know. Do you caught it earlier when I was making the point that Stu doesn't make the saves that you don't expect him to make enough? And like in the middle of making that point, he made that incredible across the crease glove save.
No, I more or less, I largely agree with that, and I think that's why it's why his reputation is just like a smidge off.
Yeah.
Right, and like that's why people think he's worse than he is.
Well,
Because like there were games this regular season where you're just like, wow, Skinner was fucking awesome. There was like a month where he was just lights out, but his highlight reel isn't crazy.
well, yeah, but and also his bad jumps off the page way more than his good does.
Correct. Right. His good is like large volumes of like
Steadiness.
one goal allowed kind
Yeah.
of play. You know, like one goal against in a game, and he'll do that for like 3 out of 4 games. That's friggin' awesome. But he's not Tim Thomas jumping around the ice.
Yeah.
And as you said, the bad is a lot easier to differentiate.
You're going to have a night tonight, buddy.
I think I am. I've had, I mean, for a well-behaved person, I'll say though, like everybody's been behaved.
Well,
Like I
I don't
speak
think
for
the
everybody.
vibes weren't exactly.
I know, like the
party
game that you went to
conducive.
previously was not exactly lending to horrible behavior. I guess maybe it might be, but after a game like that, I think everybody just wants to go home and go to bed.
But now, game
now
4
it's-
win,
now-
getting
yeah.
out at 9 p.m. local time.
No, dude, like, I mean, even like last night, there's a bunch of people out and everything, and I think the vibe was more like everyone was out and having a good time, but no one was like getting after it. There was at one point, I said to one of our mutual friends, we were just like walking by each other, and I was going towards the bar. I was like, "Hey, what are you drinking?" And he was like, what? Like, are you getting one? I don't need one." And I was, and like that person stayed out, like not drinking for like another couple hours with us, and I was like, I think people are just like a little more chill now, and like having a great time, but nobody getting destroyed.
What time are you flying out tomorrow?
Like middle of the day, 1, 2, something like that.
Okay.
So I've got time to, ideally, maybe only
Pro
people
shopping again?
around. Oh God.
That white
Man.
Stu jersey is going to hit so different.
Yeah, but I don't know. We'll see how. I don't know what tonight's going to look like and how expensive that might end up being. So I can't decide. All kidding aside, this trip has not financially ruined me, but there's still time for it too.
Chat's loving Corey Perry and his role in this series, which is
Well,
very strange.
that's wild. You say that because he just scored. Oh no, he didn't score. He set up an insane goal as well. Wow.
Oh, I can't wait to see this.
I
Let's
thought
see
it was
it.
back to him. It was Perry to McDavid to Holloway. Sickest play I've ever seen in my life.
I'm locked in right now. Oh, my goodness. Oh, mama.
Listen, everybody knows.
That was
Was that offside?
I wasn't looking for it at the moment.
I'm Team Printino.
I think that may have been offside.
That was absolute filth from those three. All three of them.
Are they reviewing it?
Are they reviewing it?
It looked close to offsides.
All the films.
The call has been challenged. Is that what you said?
What's going on?
It did look offside in real time. Oh, no. It looked offside. But
I mean,
It
if I'm
counts.
Paul Maurice, I'm just like, get us the fuck out of here.
Yes.
Let's go home. Dude, we are going to get
Okay, there you go.
the chummiest Paul Maurice of all time tonight, I think.
Oh, yes!
Like,
Yeah.
it is going to be Jonathan, the joke maker. He's not fucking around tonight.
4-point game
Sean,
from Connor
Sean.
McDavid.
Sean, I'm not telling you what to do. You should tweet, show me Paul Maurice press conference watch, and then the on emoji.
Not a bad idea.
You are so right. He is going to be so chummy.
Connor McDavid has broken the record for most assists in a single postseason.
I saw our friend, I forget who it was. Was it maybe Dimitri? Somebody smart that we do stuff with noted that he should be Conn Smythe no matter what.
That was Dom Lucian.
Yes. You got a D in your name, you got Affleck.
Damn. This is crazy. What is your best explanation to why the Oilers have had so many fucking rush opportunities in this game versus like nothing over the last two?
I don't know. Like, it sounds stupid, but like Panthers just maybe let go of the rope a teeny bit.
It's wild. This has been a track meet, and you do not want to get into a track meet with the Edmonton Oilers.
Yeah, and here they go again. Fogle and Holloway. Holloway for the hat trick. Let's see.
Dude,
Put on the rebound. The crowd. Yeah.
You got to update the score.
crowd.
oh my God.
And you can't even update the score because I'm pretty sure they just scored again.
Dude. And I heard him saying Warren Fogle, but I don't think Warren Fogle scored, which is very upsetting because 8 goals and me not to hit a anytime goal score on the first line hurts.
Here we go. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. McLeod.
Dude.
Holy shit.
Brother.
This is crazy. Fucking 8-1.
I was not prepared for this to possibly get to double digits because the score bug is not going to fit at 10.
You guys have seen the goal, right?
Yeah, that was labeled.
Poor Stolar.
Insane.
Like this.
In stride, dude. Top shelf where Mama hides the
This
cookies.
is nothing like we have seen.
Can we get an aggregate score on the series?
Yeah, give me a second.
What, 8 plus 3 plus 1? 14 to... Or, Jesus, wow. 12? To whatever the Florida Panthers have. Man, oh man.
I just want to see how many
And
high
they're going on the
dan-
power
how-
play, dude.
What is your guess for the number of high danger chances for the Oilers in this game?
In this game?
Yeah.
Oh. The people are begging for the Oilers.
21?
I forgot. 21.
21 was my guess.
While he looks it up, I'm playing the Oilers clip.
Oh no! They're playing looking on the player.
Listen, everybody knows.
I'm Team Pregame.
And then one more time for goal number 8.
What was the story there?
He forgot to play it.
I didn't play it for goal 7 or 8.
I'm Team Pregame.
Right now, I'm looking at Natural Stat Trick. They have the score at 7-1, so they're behind. 8-1, just refreshed. The high danger chances are 16-10 Edmonton in all situations. That's stunningly low. Like, there's no way that the Oilers have had fewer high danger chances in this game than they did in game 1. And I know that they played pretty well in game 1. They have destroyed in this game, and not just because this scoreline is 8-1.
My only takeaway from this series is that nothing means anything. What was the quote that Gretzky had after last round? Where
The only thing you can understand about this series is that you can't understand anything.
Same here, man. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
The deserve to win a meter has the Oilers at a stunningly low number, 81.2%.
That's crazy.
Does DJ know that he's still live with us?
I don't know.
Hell yeah. You got to bring Shania Twain to Florida. You absolutely have to do it. DJ said earlier in the series, like, Shania Twain's going to play before game 4. The Oilers are going to kill Florida in game 4. And somebody commented and was like, one of the YouTube haters was like, Shania Twain, really? You think you're going to get pumped up for Shania Twain? Buddy, suck DJ's
You
dick.
don't understand how Canada works. Connor McDavid gets fired up from Nickelback.
All right, cut away from DJ. I don't know if he knows that he's live. And yeah, they make a good point. I don't know if you can get copyrighted on crowd chants.
Yeah, I don't think it would be.
Like, we could all start singing.
I don't think it'd be clear
like
enough
a woman
for it to get picked up by the censors and shit.
81.2% for the deserve to win a meter is hilarious.
Yeah. I mean, for you to win 8-1 in a Stanley Cup game, like, you're obviously getting a little lucky. So
yeah,
I understand that it's not like 100%, but
I mean,
it's still like
they have
to be up 8-1.
Like, at most, it could be 8-3 right now.
Yeah.
Stu made a couple great saves, but
agreed. The fucking Florida goalie hasn't made a save for his life, their lives.
All right, I do have to go get set up for this post game. So it is your show for a little bit, Sean.
Hey.
Take it away, my good sir.
What's poppin'? I gotta. Didn't see it coming at all. I'm still very upset that I made a financial investment in Warren Fogle to score a goal tonight, and he did not do that. So
The only Oilers player who can score a goal tonight.
it's so depressing, man. So depressing. Oops, all Sean. Dude, I'm going to fuck up McDonald's after this so hard. I'm so ready. What we came for, Sean Only Stream. Listen, man, I don't feel good if I'm a Florida Panthers fan. I'll say that. Like, I definitely might make a slight financial investment in the Connor McDavid Conn Smythe odds because I'm not picking the Panthers to win Game 5. I'll say that. That's for sure. Like I don't have confidence. I listen. I think one of the reasons I love Paul Maurice so much is that I think he is ultimately a very good coach, and he's very good at knowing when to stay out of the way and when to get involved. And I think he will have the proper message to deliver to this team. And so I don't think I can promise you're not getting a game like this in Game 5. The Panthers are going to play harder. They're going to play chippier. And I mean, based on what you've seen from the rest of the series and from a lot of the playoffs, you're not getting Darnell Nurse every game. You're not getting this great of a Stu performance every game. So shout out. Like this is, but like I said before, this is exactly the kind of game that they needed to win. To be honest, they're not the. I mean, obviously they needed to win the game. They won it in a way they needed to win it. Like they needed Stu to make some big saves. They needed their top six to really show up. Multi-point game from Draisaitl. Multi-point game from McDavid. Exactly what they needed. And I think this is huge just for, even if they lose in 5, like they needed to win a game. So they weren't, like I think the narrative around this team, how people are going to talk about this cup afterwards. Honestly, I think it's probably good for Florida too, because like I think the conversation, I've understood why, because McDavid is that kind of guy. He's the best player of all time. But the conversation through these 3 games has all been almost exclusively about the shortcomings of the Oilers, right? And I think for all of those shortcomings to kind of be thrown out of the window in this game, for Stu to have a good game for the top 6 to win, that allows the conversation, like when Florida does, it's a lot harder to have the conversation of the Oilers stars didn't show up. If they do show up, they did show up in this game, especially if they win another game. So maybe good. I don't know. As to the McDonald's question, oh, am I going to wear my new hoodie for the Game 5 stream? I feel like it's a bad luck. I might. I don't know. Because I wore an Eastern Conference today, and they lost. So, if I wear an Oilers thing, are the Oilers going to lose? I don't know. We'll see. So, we'll see. I'll wear maybe I'll wear it after Game 5, either as a celebration of all the things the Oilers accomplished this season, or as a celebration for the Oilers keeping the series going. Emily Kaplan fucking serving again. Shout out. As for my McDonald's order, probably a little quarter pounder with cheese action. See, the McDonald's app is really the hack because like every day they give you coupons for shit. $7 medium combo. Go like a medium quarter pounder with cheese combo with orange high C as a drink. That's the move. I'm happy for Oilers fans, man. Like, no fan base deserves to go through, except for maybe Bruins fans, deserve to go through this kind of misery in a final. And Senators fans and Leafs fans. But now we got a Game 6 in Florida. If you're still in here, we appreciate you hanging out. Make sure you drop a like, subscribe so you can hang out in the chat. It's a fun vibe here. DJ will be back. He flies back tomorrow, so we'll have all 3 of us together again for Game 5, which, you know, Cup's going to be in the building for every game. So it's every game big, obviously. I can't believe first off, like I've said multiple times, huge for the financial investment in Barkov. Yeah, if you want to ask me any random question about something other than hockey, feel free. But huge for my financial investment in the Barkov Conn Smythe, because Bob Conn Smythe is dead. If you do milk first, I think you're a crazy person. You're just a absolutely crazy person. Who do I have for the Euros? Listen, when it comes to Euros, it's always Forza Italia, Forza Azzurri. Like, I am grandpa's Italian, huge Italy guy. So I always rock with Italy. But I will say, German team has a couple of guys I really like, a couple of former Chelsea Blues. That's my club, so I rock with them. But yeah, when it comes to European soccer, I'm always Italy first. Italy first and the downfall of England second. More peanut butter or jelly on a PBJ? I'm going to say more jelly because I'm allergic to peanut butter. So, is that what year did I graduate from Syracuse? Class of 2020, baby. So I didn't really. Graduated from my home. My original career plan. Ooh. So interestingly, I went to Syracuse University as a broadcast digital journalism major with dreams of being Bob Costas and Mike Tirico, all that. Hated their program because originally it didn't get into the sports part quickly enough. So I didn't really have any interest in talking about Syracuse local politics. So I bounced out of that. Wanted to do something a little more creative. So I switched to advertising with a plan of being a creative director. A lot of graphic design background, stuff like that. Wanted to be creative. Then I realized, if I did that forever, I would hate that. So I decided once the pandemic hit, started questioning my entire life, my entire existence, decided I was going to pick my ass up, move out to Arizona on a whim, basically, and go to grad school at Arizona State, switch to sports journalism, or went to a sports media program there. So I've wasted a bunch of time and money, long story short, and ended up here. But yeah, my original plan, I guess, has always kind of been to be in sports media, but it was a very interesting path to get there. My take on Jackie Redmond, I fucking idolize Jackie Redmond. I think she's amazing at both of her jobs, and I think doing what she does in WWE is not easy. Like, it takes a very specific kind of talent outside of being a very good reporter and stuff like that. There's a certain amount of acting and all that kind of stuff. So I think Jackie is tremendous at her jobs. I would love to have a good conversation with her about WWE, because big fan of WWE. Did I get a deal on the Brandy track? Yes, I paid them quail prices. That's what we'll do. Apparently, tonight's win set a record for the largest margin of victory by a team facing women. I mean, that makes sense. I mean, teams are hard, but they play hard when they're backing against the wall, but usually it doesn't require lead to eight goals, especially like you said, the Stanley Cup final. That would have been tough. As a Panthers fan, that was absolutely brutal to watch. Looks like we gave up. Wasn't super confident in getting the sweep, but getting blown out is never good. Yeah, I mean, I think from it is from the Oilers' perspective, I was saying before the game, this is the exact kind of game they needed to win. They needed to have the top six show out, McDavid, Draisaitl to be noticeable. They all were. And they still have done this without a really noticeable power play or Zach Hyman doing anything. So if they can get that, it's a whole other world. And they needed Stu to be really good. And he was more than good. He was very noticeable. He made big saves, stole goals, shifted momentum. So that was huge. I'm still not concerned for the Panthers. Again, it is very hard. There's a reason it doesn't happen. It's a reason teams don't come back from down 3-0. But this team do it. It's this Oilers team. Do I know if WhatChaos gets more ad revenue from YouTube if we don't skip the ads? I don't know how that works, to be quite honest. Preferred weed consumption? I smoke. Always the smoke. Shout out Snoop. Snoop threw out the first pitch of the Milwaukee Brewers game today. Random as hell. What else we got here? What condiments do I put on a hot dog? Listen, I mean, in an ideal world, I'm a chili cheese dog kind of guy. But if I'm just at a ballpark, I put everything. Ketchup, mustard, relish. If I got onions, putting that on there too. But I put it all on. Indica sativa, hybrid guy. But it really depends on the time of day. If it's earlier in the day and I want to stay awake, have some fun, I'm going sativa. If I'm getting ready to go to bed, indica. But I'm usually just smoking hybrids. Socks on before you put your pants on or after? Let me think. What do I do? I put socks on first, I think. I put socks on first, I would say. What else we got? Someone in AB is much richer. Yeah, I'm very interested in one. I don't know where I ended up at. Beach, lake, or mountains? Well, I grew up around around lakes. I grew up on Lake Erie. So I always have a soft spot for lakes. But generally speaking, I'm not a water guy. I've always said we were born without wings and without gills for a reason. Supposed to be 10 toes down on dry land. So I think a mountain's kind of a little more my speed, but I'll appreciate anything. Dijon or yellow mustard? Dijon, every time. I mean, like if it's available, I always choose a spicy mustard or brown mustard, anything, over a regular mustard. You ever go to that bar in Tempe that looks like you're underwater? I'm gonna say no because I don't know what you're talking about. But I didn't really go out in Tempe. I went to grad school. The journalism program is in downtown Phoenix, and plus I was in grad school, and so like I was a little older. I wasn't really trying to go hang out with 18-year-olds all that much, but you know. What's my Twitch, Sean? It's just Sean DePaz, I believe, if I remember correctly. It's either Sean DePaz or Sean_DePaz, but I believe it's just Sean DePaz. Long socks first. Shorts can go on after pants. So like it's gonna sound very specific. It's depends on what I'm doing. Because if I just got out of the shower, then I'm probably putting like underwear on first, which is underwear and socks, right? But if I got up, I've been to Sunbar. Is that really what it's supposed to be like? You're underwater? I didn't ever really realize that. I have very interesting stories at Sunbar. Sunbar was like the first bar I ever went out to in Phoenix or in Tempe, so I have been there. There and Varsity were like the two bars I really went out to in Tempe. But Sunbar, fun. I saw a fight there one time, and it was very weird because that night I was there with a couple of friends, and I was like, I don't know why. I could text them right now and they'll back me up on this. I was like, I feel like I could smell a fight in the air tonight. And then like 20 minutes later, there was a fight right outside the bar. It was fucking crazy. It's like older dudes too with some kids. I don't know. It was very wild. Bowl or joint every time. I just like something about like I don't know, cigarette type of vibe to it. I like having I don't know. Go to brunch order. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to go to brunch that often. Diner order, I'm usually trying to get blueberry pancakes and then eggs, bacon. Like, I want it all. Thoughts on a tuna salad sandwich? I love tuna sandwiches. I fucking love tuna sandwiches. So much. What do I think for the rest of the series? I still think the Panthers are going to win. Like I've said multiple times, it's just there's a reason it never happens. It's very hard to win 4 straight games in the Stanley Cup playoff, in like the NHL playoffs, let alone the Stanley Cup final. So I still think they win. I think this is going to be, like I've said before, I think Paul Maurice is a very good coach, and I think he's going to have the proper message. So I think the response that the Florida Panthers are going to have, the game's not going to love it. I think the Oilers can win Game 5, but it's going to be a much closer game. There's no shot this happens. It happens like this again. If it happens if we see another game like this, the Oilers are winning this series, I think. White Sox every time. Favorite national park? Haven't spent as much time in national parks as I would wish, to be quite honest, despite living in Arizona. How did I meet Pete and DJ? Our parent company, All City, kind of linked us up, honestly. They had plans of doing this show for a long time. I was working at All City's Phoenix network, PHNX, as a producer and graphic designer and show host. I did everything in Phoenix, to be quite honest with you. But I wanted to get closer to home. I'm from Buffalo originally, and kind of wanted something new. All City put us in touch together, and the rest is history. Oh, what's happening here? Oh, I think your camera died.
Oh no. Well, hello everybody from the darkness. It's me again. How are ya? Come to Yellowstone. I work here. I want to go to Yellowstone. We should give a Montana hockey team. That'd be way more interesting than Utah. I got to be honest. I did not see that game coming.
Neither did I.
It's my hot take. I did not see that game coming. I'm very glad that it happened, just for the sake of extending the season, injecting some more life into the series. I think, are the suckers going to start believing the Oil after an 8-1 scoreline? I mean, there's reason to believe in them. Everything that you wanted to see, basically, you saw in this game.
It was literally like the list that we ran down before the game was exactly. And I mentioned while you were in there, it's like, and DJ's mentioned a bunch. Still no Hyman. Power play still not really going crazy. And they could add either of those things to a performance like this.
And like all the things that you got on your end, great. You also got to Bob.
Yeah, Bob is
lit up Bob. Like that was
broken the seal.
Arguably the strength, the biggest strength of the Panthers, maybe outside of Barkov. Like we don't know what Barkov's status is in terms of his health.
Yeah,
like, he's playing. Maybe he's dinged up. You got to him a little bit. You got to Bob.
I mean, shit. And this is the most noticeable. That top line has been all series.
Yep.
And that's been the whole story with Barkov. I've said a bunch. I obviously am like the biggest Paul Maurice defender in the world, but I do firmly believe he has such a good pulse in that team, and he knows when to stay out of the way, when he needs to be a hard ass. Like, I think he's going to deliver the proper message to them, and you're not going to see a game like this in Game 5.
Well, I mean, look at what happened from Game 1 to Game 2, because
exactly
they gave up 18 high-danger chances, gave up a bunch of breakaways, and obviously the Oilers didn't execute on them. But then Game 2, they gave up nothing defensively.
Yeah,
nothing.
Yeah,
2 odd man rushes, 1 breakaway, 1 high-danger chance. Like, that was it. They locked that shit down. They made the adjustments that they needed to. So, obviously, you look at that and you have some faith in the Panthers not playing as bad as they did in this game. You also look at you're going to get your matchups back with Barkov and with last change.
Yep, yeah.
You're also going to maybe get out some of those jitters that you had in Game 4 for that clinching opportunity.
It's definitely going to be a wake-up call. I think the Oilers can definitely still win, but if they do, it's going to be a much closer game. I think the things that Paul Maurice can't control are if Barkov's not 100% and if Bob is off between the years now. Like, there's nothing he's going to be able to do about that. So I think the Oilers could lose, but it's their Game 3 is going to be the best, or Game 5 is going to be the best hockey game we've seen in this series.
You think so?
From like all around both teams, I think so.
I hope you're right. You're right.
I feel like the Oilers have realized, we're actually we deserve to be here, and we know how good the Panthers are.
I'm glad that we saw something out of the Oilers. Like,
am I.
If the series ends on Tuesday night, then you can at least say, well, we saw a great game and a great result for the Oilers.
Yeah,
and maybe that quiets some of the fraudulent talk. Maybe.
Well, that was my point. Is that I think it's very good because I still think the Panthers are winning the series. I think it's good for the Panthers that they lost this game, because I think through the first 3 games, the entire story, the Panthers were up 3-0. And the only thing everyone's talking about, which I've said multiple times, is predictable and understandable because Connor McDavid is the best player in the world. But the narrative has all been about the Oilers, not the Panthers. And now it's going to be a lot harder to be like, well, you didn't play a good team, or the Oilers didn't show up at all. Like, obviously, it's only going to do so much in one game, but I think it changes how the series is going to look. Even if it ends in 5, it changes the entire vibe around this series.
Yeah, because if you go a whole series without getting opportunities and generating and having like nothing to show for it, that's all anybody's going to remember is the result, not like the fact that you generated or whatever, you deserved better. Nobody's going to remember that fucking shit. They're going to remember the result. So the fact that they got some of the results, you got McDavid getting on the board, getting the record, whether that doesn't really mean anything in the long run, but like, it's pretty cool. Like, you just saw a record-breaking playoff run from Connor McDavid beating Wayne Gretzky. That's cool as shit.
Most goals by a team facing elimination in the Stanley Cup final ever. Or most, I don't remember if they said most goals or highest.
I think it was the biggest margin of victory ever in a Stanley Cup final. So what a fucking wild Stanley Cup final this has been.
I had a feeling the Oilers were going to be better. Like I had mentioned,
they were too good to not win one game,
and they all seemed so confident. Like everybody was like, even fucking Connor Brown was like, it's not over.
Also, they're too annoying and too asshole-ish to be swept.
Yeah,
they're too good and they're too annoying to be swept.
Agreed, 100%.
But I'm really not worried about the Panthers. I'm not changing my stance on like this is still their Stanley Cup. I think they're going to do it. I just don't see the sustainability of the Oilers being great and not being able to get in their own way on the road to winning 4 straight especially against this Panthers team.
And it seems like I'm struggling to figure out how unfair this is to Stuart Skinner, but like haven't seen an asshole game from Stuart Skinner in a long time. And I don't know if we're at a point where he's just good, like he's just very good and we're not going to get one, or if he's still due for an asshole game.
You kind of got like a little bit of asshole behavior in game 3 with that turnover behind the net.
But they still lose that game if he doesn't do that. Like he hasn't been the reason they've lost a game yet.
That did set off the slide though. That was the second goal. Like it was tied 1-1.
Yeah, it was
turnover made it 2-1, and then the wheels fell off after that.
It was the end of the game for sure. I love the point that DJ kept making. It was just like, you need to be smarter about the fact that Cody Ceci's on the ice.
Yeah, but that's what causes you to pause and then maybe you directly turn it over. Yeah.
Game, I know.
You got to trust your guys. But man, what a fucking night. And now, whatever happens, we're finishing the season together.
Yeah.
Because DJ's coming back. And
we're finishing the show like during the week.
Well, not necessarily.
It could go, Sunday would be game 7, right?
Monday would be game 7.
Yeah, that's right. 24th.
Yep. So, man.
Oh, damn, a whole weekend off if it goes to 7.
I think Friday and then
Friday
Monday.
And then Saturday and Sunday are off.
Yeah.
Man. Damn. I don't think we're getting there, though.
I think we are. We're going to record a little something tomorrow. I believe that was the plan. DJ texted and said, let's record a little something tomorrow and do like 20 to 30 minutes on this game and we'll put it out. So that's the plan. Don't hold us to it. But as of right now, we will have some sort of mini episode tomorrow. And I'm willing to say on the record right now, if this series goes 7 games, we're fucking going to Florida. Pay out of pocket. I don't care. I'm going to game 7.
I mean, I don't think it's getting to 7, but
I don't think it's getting to 7 either. But
if there's a team that's going to
don't let them win game 5. I'll say that.
Yeah, man. If they win game 5, I'm betting my entire life savings. I'm making a financial investment with the entirety of my life savings in the Oilers to win game 6 because I do not want to be that Panthers team going into Edmonton after losing 2 straight. Holy fuck. Oh, boy.
The Cheshire Cat, stay safe out there. It seems like you might be on ketamine again.
I think they're talking about Yellowstone.
What? No, they're saying that their apartment smells like acid, like chemicals.
Oh, that my place smells like chemicals.
And
you cooking something?
Open the windows. Please
make sure there's no red and blues outside.
Please stay safe.
Stay away.
That would be an electric game 7. That's why we will be there. We will be at game 7. If there is one, the boys will be down there. And then we might be just heading straight to Vegas because that's like 2 days before the draft.
Jesus. Think about that. Oh, man, yeah. I mean, also just so good for business. Like to not have to have 2 weeks basically of being like, what the fuck are we talking about between now and the draft? is at least we get to stave that off for like a couple of days at the least.
So, damn. All right. Well, thanks to everybody for tuning in. Game 4 stream. Went to some weird places. We did some 9/11 talk. We did some drug talk.
I talked about what order I put my socks on while you were gone.
You what?
What order I put my socks on?
Or
if I put socks on or pants on first.
I always put my pants on first.
It depends. If I'm getting fresh straight out of the shower, I'm probably going to underwear like socks on first. But if I'm just like getting dressed in the morning, if I've showered at night, the night before type of thing, then I'm putting pants on first.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's a great place to end this stream. Got sock chat. If before anybody gets out of here, if you haven't hit the like button, please do that. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do that. We would very much appreciate it. We will see you on, well, I guess we'll have a little content for you tomorrow, I'm assuming, talking about this game. And then after that, back to our regularly scheduled programming, Monday episode, and then a Tuesday stream. We'll see you again Tuesday night back here for Game 5 in Florida. We love you. Thanks so much. Bye.
We all silly like the mayor.